Gonna rock the party non-stop like this. Gonna rock the party non-stop like this. Everybody get down, everybody get down. Rock the party non-stop like this. Gonna rock the party non-stop like this. Gonna rock the party non-stop like this. Everybody get down, everybody get down. Everybody get down. Non-stop like this, gonna rock the party non-stop like this, gonna rock the party non-stop like this. Everybody get down, everybody get down. Rock the party non-stop like this, gonna rock the party non-stop like this, gonna rock the party non-stop like this. Everybody get down, everybody get down. Rock the party non-stop like this, gonna rock the party non-stop like this.
All right, this is King Butcher. Welcome to BDA Boxing, the Boxing Debate Arena. Hope the microphone sounds okay. The phone lines are not working. It's not our fucking fault. It's Block Talk Radio. Again, the phone lines are down. So we have StreamYard. So we're going to be giving you the StreamYard link. And if you want to jump on and give us your prediction, then yeah. Oh, by the way, we already have a super chat here. Uriah Smith says, thank you for that super chat, by the way. He says, Usyk wins, stops Doser in the 10th round. All right, we're going to write that down later. Let me just write on a piece of paper here so I don't forget. Uriah says Usyk 10th. All right. Yeah, again, ignore the phone number on your screen. We're not gonna be taking phone calls. Maybe later. I'm gonna try again. Tony Yayo, shout out to you. Baron Nivola, Quentin, who is Dark Hado. We got another super chat. Mars says BDA, the home of boxing. That is correct. This is the home of boxing. This is the madhouse. This is the insane asylum, and that's the way we like it. Darkado says, when Fury trash, what does he say? When Fury trash talks, I think he confuses his opponents as opposed to making them feel insulted. Yeah, probably. I mean, his insults are pretty ridiculous. Handsome Mechanic, shout out to you. He says Fury by stoppage. All right, let's invite some people here so we start having a debate. Let me just, where we go? All right. Again, phone lines are down. I'm going to give you the StreamYard link. I'm going to post it in the chat. There we go. That's the StreamYard link. Remember, it's like a phone call, so you can't stay on the call forever, or else we're going to end up with an Open Lines Friday. All right. All right. We got Jimmy. We got BDA. We got Recognize. And that's pretty much it. Guys, welcome to the show. We're going to take more, well, not phone calls. We're going to take StreamYard calls because the phone lines are down. But, yeah, what's up, guys? What up?
You?
Hello, hello. All right.
What's going on?
If I may start off with something here.
Yeah.
Something we missed in the last show. While we were broadcasting, it came to light who the referee is going to be for this bout. And it's going to be Mark Nelson. Now, some people might recall Mark Nelson. Once they look at his face, he's the guy that refereed Manny Pacquiao versus Jeff Horn. Now, for those of you that missed that fight, you will recall that that's a fight where Jeff Horn was allowed to do pretty much everything he wanted short of bringing a firearm into the ring. I mean, you want to talk about headbutts, elbows, holding, pushing from behind the head and pushing it down like he wanted Pacquiao to suck on his pecker. I mean, it was just one of the dirtiest fights you've ever seen. And so as soon as people said that this is the guy that's going to be refereeing it, people went on the mode of, oh, it's rigged. But here's my thing. We knew Fury might at some point try to fight Usyk the way he fought Wilder and Wallin. So why all of a sudden are people concerned of how he's going to fight? In other words, people were assuming that Fury was going to try to do that and be allowed to do it. No, I never heard anybody say, well, Fury's going to try to do it, but the referee's going to put a stop to it, so I'm going with Usyk. It was always assumed that Fury would try that, but that it just wouldn't work. Now people all of a sudden are saying, oh, well, you know, this referee's going to allow it. Well, listen, I hate that type of holding. You know me, I hate clinching and any type of cheating. But in the heavyweight division, especially, they seem to allow it. I mean, Kenny Bayless allowed it in the Wilder rematch between Fury. I forget who the referee was in the third fight. He allowed it as well. So you have to assume that it's going to be up to Usyk to counter that. Either stay away or maybe counter with some dirty tactics of his own.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this might be
Boxing is like
fight.
politics, right? We don't trust the procedures. We don't just trust the officiating. So maybe there's a lot of that going on. But you're right.
Well,
I think that.
I hope the
I think
referee
Usyk's
doesn't
gonna
play.
let
I hope the referee doesn't play a role in the outcome of the fight. This is a very important
Right.
fight. This is historic.
Exactly.
I don't want any but it's gonna happen. Something's gonna happen. The referee or the judges. I just have this feeling something's gonna be fucked up. By the way, Scale Bender with a super chat, he says R. Kelly party. We're gonna take stream after stream. He's talking about peeing. No, we're not. No, this is a fucking family show, people. Jesus Christ. Go ahead, recognize.
I was just gonna say, yeah, like I'm hoping I don't want it to come down to the referee dictating the flow of the fight. If he has to call a warning, a foul, do your job. But at the same time, I do agree with BDA. I think I don't think Usyk will let it get that far. You know, I don't think he'll allow. He can wrestle himself too. So, you know, the referee ain't doing his job. Take the matter into your own hands. If it comes down to that,
I think in this fight for Usyk, finally you're gonna see the weight disadvantage. You're gonna see like how small he is actually. You know, when it came to the AJ fight, I don't think AJ really used his weight because there wasn't that much clinching. The fight happened in the middle of the ring. Fury is not gonna. I mean, he might try to do that, or he might actually try to use his weight similar to how he did it against Wilder in that second fight. If he manages to do that, oh man, we're gonna see how Usyk reacts to that because we have never seen him fight a heavyweight like that. He's always outboxing them from the outside, fencing and all. So I don't know what do you guys think? Can it become a fight like that? He's grabbing.
it could. It could for all the things that you said. You know, Fury has more of the style to make it a fight where weight matters. You know, he can punch. You know, he can throw a jab, a little 1-2, close the distance, grab you, pull your head down, reset, and do it all over again. He's capable of doing it.
I tell you what, man, I can't imagine Usyk not preparing for a scenario in which Fury tries to fight him the way he fought Wilder. You know, in the rematch with the clinching and he must know that that's a possibility. So now the question then is, does he have a plan to counter at that, or is he gonna fall victim to it?
No, he has a plan for that. Usyk is one of these guys that plans for everything. He studies the fighter he's up against, and he'll do his previous fights, and see if he notices patterns. Of course, if he's getting outboxed, Fury, he's gonna try to stop that. And if the referee allows excessive clinching, he will do that.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
Though. Okay, he'll prepare for it, but what happens if it doesn't work? Because I mean, Fury is a big boy, man, 260 pounds, coming at you, big, massive, fat. So.
Well, Bucho, like Bucho said, this could be the fight where the weight does matter, you know, and it could be
good luck.
It could be because of that reason.
And good luck, complaining to the referee if you're Usyk. Good luck with that. This referee, we know who this guy is, like BDA, talked about. This referee won't give a fuck, man. He will let them grapple and be dirty, and in that type of fight, Fury wins. I mean, he doesn't win, but he has the advantage my opinion. So maybe they don't really want Usyk to win. That's my opinion. I think, I think we can agree on this. Fury versus Joshua is a very lucrative fight. Very lucrative. This is what Eddie Hearn obviously wants. He probably by now has some connections over there in Saudi Arabia. This is all speculation, by the way. But also, the Saudis, they want an AJ Fury fight. So, but then again, I'm reminded that somebody told me there's a rematch that has to take place no matter what happens this Saturday. So maybe what I'm saying doesn't really make sense then, about an AJ Fury fight that they want to make.
Well, first of all, Bucho, what do you think? You haven't given your prediction or anything, but what do you think? You think if Fury tries to fight Usyk the way he fought Wilder in the rematch, you think he catches him, or you think Usyk's gonna be too fast?
I think he can catch him. He's not. He's not. And we talked about this off the air with Frank Bay. There was recognizing Usyk. He's a good boxer, but he's not Neo from the Matrix. This guy cannot change reality and anything. Like he won't be able to escape. I mean, he'll move around. At some point, Fury's gonna catch him. I think, and when I mean catch him, is be able to grab him, and then lean on him, possibly on the ropes, and that's gonna start tiring Usyk. His legs are gonna be tiring, and this guy, in my opinion, he looked a little bit tired against AJ in that second fight because it was a very high-paced fight. So, and there wasn't any clinching in that fight, like major clinching. In this fight, there might be, like I said. So, I mean, yes, he can catch Usyk. Going back to what you asked me, he's not Neo from the Matrix, guys. Let's calm down. And Fury's not a bum either. See, this is the thing, though. Okay, people are picking Usyk. That's fine. I might pick Usyk. I'm not sure yet, but to start, some people make it out to be as if Fury is some sort of bum at this point, or he's slow. He's just a big guy. Man, he's fucking not. This guy has very good timing. Go ahead, Jimmy. I think you want to say something.
No, it wasn't me. I wasn't.
Oh,
I think that was recognized.
No, I saw that. I see you. That maybe you breathe on the mic, and I saw it. Anyways.
Oh, I hit it with my arm. I'm sorry. I hit the mic with my arm. Sorry about that.
That's okay. Don't worry. No, well, you want to jump in and give us your take on that? Can Usyk? Can Fury use his weight on this?
What's that?
Usyk? Can Fury use his weight like he did against Wilder in the second fight?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's not so much his weight, but it's just overall size. Like I said, running him on his size this fight. Will Fury's size beat Usyk's skill? Because skill for skill, even though Tyson Fury's extremely skilled, especially for a man his size, it actually blows my mind how much of a skilled boxer he is for his build, especially that dink-toed kind of. He just doesn't have a athletic build to him. You know what I mean? You wouldn't see him on a football line or playing basketball with that build. It just he can get away with it in boxing, but he's limber for a bigger guy. But skill for skill, boxing skill, no. Usyk is a more skilled fighter. So it comes down to me, in my opinion, it's can Fury's size overcome what Usyk's skill? Same way around, can Usyk's skill overcome Fury's size? Comes down to that.
Yeah, but
yes.
Somebody in the comment section for last episode, because you said that, in your opinion, Usyk is physically stronger.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But somebody left a comment saying, "Oh, Jimmy's crazy." Blah blah. Could you just elaborate what you meant by that he's stronger?
Physically stronger, meaning like you take a guy, like if you were to go to combine, NFL combine, they don't go, oh, okay, wow, look, you're 6'9", 208 pounds, and you're 6'3", 220. Well, you're clearly stronger because you're tall. It's not how it works. It's muscle density. It's tendon strength. It's fucking all that other stuff. Like I guarantee, like I would bet my life, just looking at them too, get under a squat rack. Who squats more weight? I guarantee you I bet my life Usyk is stronger. Can squat more, can bench press more, can lift heavier weight, is a stronger guy. Just by his build, he's a stronger guy. Because taller guys like that, in his body shape, I mean, he's a long, he's an ectomorph. He's a tall, very long, skinny muscle guy. They're not naturally very strong people. Like, he's just a big dude, but he's not a strong guy. You know what I mean? Size doesn't equate strength. It's tendons, it's muscle density, and all those other things that go along with it. I it's anecdotal, but I personally proved it many times in my life. Like I had guys because I had a guy one time was like 6'3", 220 pounds. And we were doing dips, and he's like, "Yeah, but if I weighed like what you weighed, because at that time I was like 185. He's like, if I weighed 185, I could fucking bang him out too." And I'm like, and I was so offended by that. Like he's attributing because I was zipping him pretty good. So I said, "What do you weigh?" And he's like, "Oh, 230." So I went and grabbed the weight belt, put it on my belt, and hung 50 pounds between my legs. And I weighed more than him, and I banged out 10 more than he could do. So it's like, shut up, dude. And the same thing with all other. It's about body structure, body type. Usyk's a mesomorph. They're more athletic build. He's a stronger build. And like on a street fight right now, if they were to grapple, if Usyk could like wrestle him, I bet he would pick him up and fucking pile drive him into the ground. He'd be all over him. So that's what I mean by stronger.
Do you think that plays any type of factor into the velocity of their shots? Because Fury is more of a thudding guy, whereas Usyk has more snap. Does that play any factor into what you're saying, or?
Well, see, that's a tricky thing too. Not necessarily, because punching is such a technique. It's all about technique, and also clearly, if you have natural strength, it helps. But it's all technique. It's how you turn your hand over. Are you turning your waist at the same token? Like you could be a big dude. If you get up to say, I always attribute to anything because easiest way to do it is baseball, swinging a baseball bat. If you go up at a baseball, and just don't move your lower body, just move your upper body, you barely get the ball in the outfield. But now you twist at the waist and turn over on that ball. It's the same thing. Your power plant is your waist, your thighs, and your ass. Your punch is coming from your power plant, your legs. You're driving it up, you know what I mean, up through your whole body. So if the people who can actually do all that and just in timing, speed, all those other things have to do it. Like Fury could punch hard, but Fury's not like a big puncher to begin with. I remember the whole thing around him was, feather fisted. That was the thing that was hung on him because he was going a long time without really stopping anyone. Remember Wilder said, he was calling him pillow fisted and shit before the second fight because he fought him one time, and even after that, he was calling him pillow fisted. But remember, I also picked Fury to not stop him within 4 rounds. I think I picked because I believed he would. He was that angry. But yeah, no, necessarily doesn't mean Usyk is a bigger puncher than Fury. I'm talking about physically strong, meaning in a clinch, you watch when they clinch. Watch how violent Usyk pushes him off him. Mark my words.
270, Jimmy.
When they clinch, what's that?
Even if Fury comes in at 270, 260, I think he's gonna come in at around 260 though. Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to come as light as possible. He's going to be the lightest he's fought in a long time, I think, because all his talk of little guy, munchkin, middleweight, blown up middleweight, all that shit, he's lost all that weight. It wasn't to fucking knock him out and use his physical strength and he wasn't looking to push his size on him like that. He's looking to stay on the outside and box him and stick and move. So if he was that little skinny guy, he just stay 270. Well, then lean on him like you did with Wilder and just catch him with a few shots and put him away.
All right. We got not a phone call, stream call, because the phone lines are fucking down. So let's start. All right, somebody mute your mic if you're. Well, let's start with. He got here first. Ricardo. Ricky, are you there? Yo, Ricky. All right, Ricky's not there. We have
Ricky's dead.
Yeah. Can you hear me? All right.
I can hear you.
Who's
Ricky's
this?
not. That's not Ricky. That's not Ricky.
Who's Furioso? Who we have Furioso?
Furioso.
All right, man. Your mic is fucked up, man. There's like a lot of noise.
How about now?
Stop moving.
I'm not Ricky.
It's not moving it.
Okay, I'm not moving it. How about now?
Yeah, good. What is that
Okay.
sound? Who's making that fucking sound? All right, go ahead.
I don't know. It's not me, bro. It's definitely not me. It's probably recognized. Or BDA.
Nah.
I
Stay
believe
where you are.
it's recognized, bro.
Stay where you
It's
are.
recognized.
All right.
This reminds me of old school. This reminds me of old school Gypsy 2018 when he always had noise in the background. He was moving furniture. You know, the house was falling apart.
All right, go
Bro,
ahead.
it's not me. I promise you. It's not
All
me.
right. Okay, go on. Go. What do you want to say? Your prediction.
I want to say that I found out that Usyk has been dropped twice hard in sparring just today.
Who said that?
Some guy that has a friend that's in that
Come on.
area. I just say that much. 2 times. Hard drop.
Yeah.
Hard drop. It could be wrong. It could be all bullshit. It could be a bullshit rumor. I'm just saying that rumor is out there. It's rumors out there. Just rumors out there. I'm just throwing it out there. It could be a bullshit rumor.
Yeah, it's
Just like how the people thought Apataya apparently manhandled Fury. That's not true. From people that actually was there, they said the exact opposite happened, but just for the respect.
I don't believe
For
you.
Apataya,
I don't believe
for
it, Gypsy.
Apataya, with nobody saying, "Oh yeah, of course you don't." Recognize never believes me.
Okay,
Always
wait.
like that. You never.
Okay, wait. Gypsy, do you believe Gypsy? Do you believe this?
I'm not sure. I don't know whether
so
they
why
believe
you
it or
bringing it
not.
up?
I believe that Apataya. I believe that Apataya didn't do shit to Fury because his style is just and what he does in the ring won't be able to do that. I do rate Apataya pretty highly though, and I think Apataya will beat Briedis this Saturday. It'll still be a tough fight, but I think he'll pull it off. Briedis is kind of getting older and older as we go. So yeah, I do believe that. But when it comes down to strength, Jimmy was talking about strength. I'll tell you something about strength, bro. You can be stronger than the guy but if the guy is anywhere close to you in strength and has a reach advantage and leverage over you, he will dominate that clinch. Closer to you, he will dominate in that clinch. And I'll give you an example with sumo wrestlers. Some guys are very well built, strong men, could lift in all kinds of ways. They go to sumo wrestling, they get pushed around.
It's all balance. It's a totally different. It's a totally different discipline.
Yeah, but they're fat. Well, this is what it is. It's all the clinching is that we're not.
They look fat. Believe it or not, those sumo wrestlers are powerful dudes, dude.
They have muscle under that fat.
A lot of fat. I've seen
They eat a lot of calories.
Eddie Hall's muscle, legs, and everything. Eddie Hall has the world record deadlift, and he had problems with sumo wrestlers. Think about
Well, it's because it's balanced. So 600 pounds guys trying to throw each other off by holding onto each other's diaper. It's all about balance. They practice that for years.
Those diapers aren't pretty dirty, by the way.
All right.
Nasty.
Anyways, where are we going with this? All right.
Anyways,
Gypsy.
I just put it out there.
Gypsy.
Put it out there, you guys. Message has been sent.
You're gonna have to give us your prediction. You don't tell us that you're gonna wait for the weigh-in or anything like that.
No. I'm not gonna look at their sexy bodies. I can't do that, bro. Not anymore. So, no Diddy. So I'm just gonna say Fury by decision.
All right.
Can I say either by dominance or by close? But decision either way. It's either one of those two.
I'll just type
either
in
by
decision.
dominance or close.
Well, okay, fine.
A close fight. It's one of those two. I feel like it's going to be either one of those.
Well, I don't think there's a third option. All right. So.
I mean, there's KO.
I know. I mean,
well, for decision, yeah.
But decision, yeah. All right. So it's a decision. All right. Fair enough. We're gonna move on here. Go back if you want later. All right. See ya.
All right. Okay.
All right, let's take another call. Oh wait, hold on. Let me take a super chat here. Read a super chat. Marty McFly from the future. He says, 0 chance someone is going to be invited to the camp of a fighter in the first undisputed heavyweight bout in 20 years and swing hard enough to floor Usyk. They'd be burned alive. I don't know, Jimmy. Is that true?
Sad. I would doubt they would get a second opportunity if somebody was really that far out from the fight.
Yeah.
I mean, that close to the fight. Like, they're usually doing rounds, but they got headgear on and they're kind of going through the motions. Especially, I mean, if like a month out of the fight, you're still cracking hard enough, you can split the guy open and cause him to fight. Like, yeah, You know what I mean? Did it happen? I can't say. I have no idea. I wish he would have, at least gave the source who told him. I mean, to say, I heard from a guy.
Some guy.
I mean, trained. Where does he train? I mean, Ukraine, Europe.
Some guy in the street.
And I like
my
Gypsy. Don't
source,
get me
okay?
wrong. That's some funny shit.
All right.
Hey,
let's-
trust Jimmy. You gotta trust my source, all right? I know a guy. I know a guy.
All right, we got Hugo de Fundillo.
Steven Espinosa.
Oh, wait a minute. I know who this is. I think Judy. Booty Juice. Is that you?
What's up, Jimmy? What's up, Recognize? What's up, Chief? Shout out to Pete. Yeah, I just wanted to.
Cody.
What's up, man? What's up, dudes? Yeah. I just wanted to say this. Like, yeah, I called in for Usyk 9th round TKO. I think part of the reason why that's gonna be, hopefully, I'm obviously pushing for it because I'm kind of tired of Fury's bullshit, all that stupid shit he does, delaying the fights, just playing just cheap ass tricks, and that's like, after a while, like it was partly funny, the trash talking, but then that shit just like, all right, man, what's next after all this crap? I want to see you fight, and I just like the fact that a good portion of like the boxing community at one point in time was rating this guy so high. I think overall the guy's average. I think if you compare him to all the heavyweights, there's been far greater heavyweights than this guy. So, but mainly the way I see the fight playing out, I think Fury's gonna try to. I mean, make no mistake about it. I think this is his hardest fight. I think his back is against the wall. I think, as what Jimmy mentioned before, for sure he's gonna try to like stick and move and clinch and just like he'll be the guy being hunted. So I think Usyk in one of those exchanges, I mean, he has so many tools to like either make this guy force an exchange or set him up with a trap. I think if anything, as he tries to clinch Usyk, I think Usyk is going to just hit him with a combination to the body, because if anything, he does have stiff power and excellent like. After he throws his offense, he's always like thinking about what's the next move, to increase the pressure. So yeah, that's the way I see the fight happening, and yeah, hopefully Usyk gets it done. Fury's just like, I don't know. At this point in time, I was never that crazy about him, but for sure now he just annoys me. So I want to see him get sparked, and he'll hit him to the body for sure. I think a lot of things that Fury does when it comes to like his movement, he seems to be relatively open to the body in a lot of it, no matter like what stage of the fight. If it's early or in the mid fight or in later in the fight, some people don't exploit it. It is what it is, but
right,
yeah, I want to see him get the job done.
What's your prediction? What's your prediction?
I said 9th round TKO.
All right. Usyk 9th round TKO.
Yeah, but just put a body shot. Hit him to the body. He's gonna hit him to the body somewhere.
Body shot.
That bitch is, yeah, and then that bitch is just gonna fold, and that's it. Hopefully, we don't hear about this guy again, because yeah, all that stupid shit about like delaying the fight, man. I don't want, as a boxing fan, I don't want to see that shit, dude. I don't care if it's Shakur or Haney, anybody, any motherfucker that does that, dude. Like, nah, man, just show up to fight. That's it. That's what we want.
All right. Well, thanks for your call. Call back again next time. Take care. All right, that was Booty Loose. We have Never Sobers. We got Never
Damn
Sobers.
good call.
Of course, we got Never Sobers with a membership program renewal. He says so many. Wait, hold on. Let me put it here big. Fuck, I can't see shit. So many questions. Can Fury keep up with the smaller, faster feet of Usyk? Can Usyk find the range inside the Giant's maw? What else? What that's saying?
Jeez, Vucho, what's the matter with you, man?
Because you can't
read
read, man. It blocked. Look at the super chat. There's like a thing blocking the word.
Okay, let me read it. Can Usyk find the range inside the Giant's maw? That being said, I'm still undecided.
How can you see that being said?
Because I'm looking at it in the live chat.
Oh no, I'm looking at the fucking picture here.
Right.
Anyways, Never Sobers, I think I called you so you can jump on if you want. Did I call him?
No, he doesn't need to come in. But
send him a link.
I mean,
like salam alaikum.
You already called him though. Anyway, whatever.
I don't know. I don't see it. I don't see him. Oh, that's him. Yeah. Anyways, guys, remember the phone lines are fucking not working again because these people, I don't know what they're doing with Block Talk. They should give us our money back. So we are using StreamYard. StreamYard, you can call in via StreamYard. Link in the description and in the chat. We got
Hey,
never.
Bucho, people in the chat are saying that you turn into Floyd Mayweather with the reading. Or
Seriously,
like
I
the
talk like a retard. I can't fucking read. It's blocked, man. I'm like, remember 50 Cent? He gave him a book. Oh, wait, hold on. We got another super chat here. Kiki Boxing for Life says, let's go Usyk by decision. All right. I'm going to write it down.
Remember in Dumb and Dumber when he's like, to-huh, to-he? He's like, the.
Yeah.
I remember that part. Kiki Boxing. All right, hold on, guys. I'm just writing the prediction here. Let's go Usyk by decision.
My prediction is Usyk wins because he's got more hand speed, more athleticism. He's got that dog.
Mo dog. Mo dog.
Nice.
Hey, who
He
has
built like
more
that.
dog?
He built it out of the mud. Hey, can I say one thing about the clinching?
BDA.
You guys talking?
No. You can't, come on, Pete, you can't.
All right. But
No,
I'm going to
no,
have to anyway.
Go ahead.
I don't think that, I don't think that, I think to clinch, it's going to be hard with an orthodox and a southpaw, isn't it? I don't think there's going to be that much clinching in this fight. Because how are you going to, I mean, if you think about it, you kind of got to be like
There might be a headbutt.
the same hand. Yeah, there might be a headbutt. That's true. Might be on purpose too by Fury. But
Reach out
clinch
and
up-
grab it, Pete.
yeah, but how are you gonna? In other words, if you're an orthodox fighter, or if anybody here is right-handed, if you stand like in a bladed stance, it's going to be hard to reach out and grab somebody that's behind your front foot. You know what I'm trying to say? Like he's going to be over.
Well, unless
like-
they clash into each other and square up, and then
Yeah, if they square up, could. But
yeah, no, you're right. It's kind of difficult if you think about it, because they're bladed. By the way, we have.
held on.
Hold on, we got another super chat. Real Talk Box, it says Usyk by unanimous decision. Already got my Usyk merchandise. All right, another Usyk
Usyk
prediction.
merchandise. I wonder where he got that Usyk merchandise from. I'm just curious. But yeah, I mean, when Fury fought Wallin was a southpaw and he had no problem latching onto him. So I'm expecting, if anything, again, I just want to reiterate. Now all of a sudden people are worried about the referee. My thing is nobody was worried about Fury's dirty tactics before. I mean, all Usyk has to do in the minds of a lot of people is show up and he's going to outbox Fury. But now all of a sudden that the ref is the guy that allowed Horn to basically molest Pacquiao all night. Now all of a sudden it becomes an issue. But I'm thinking, if Usyk is that good, he should be able to circumvent that. Or at least fight fire with fire.
Fire with fire.
Hey,
I
Like
missed it.
saying,
But what's the issue?
you're so good you can take a gunshot wound to the chest, still fight. It could be that bad.
I do it all the time. What? But I missed the beginning of the show. So what's the issue with the ref? I don't understand. What's the concern?
I
Oh,
like how
What's the
Pete
big
always is late for everything. We always got to catch him up on everything. Hey, Pete, why don't you figure it out?
yeah, Pete.
Yeah, Pete, figure it out, Pete.
Do your homework.
Pete.
Do your fucking
I
homework.
wouldn't waste time figuring it out. I wouldn't fucking spend the
it's
time to
just-
figure out who
it's,
the ref
the
is. Who is it?
referee. It's Pete, the referee from Pacquiao, Jeff Horn. Remember that fucker? Pacquiao versus Jeff Horn. The referee.
I remember the fight. I don't remember. I hear what you're saying.
Well, yeah. The
Well-
guy he allowed all the dirty shit from that Australian guy.
I was going to say, Pete, if you want to remind yourself about how bad that fight was, Artorias Boxing, and I invite everybody in the chat who hasn't seen that. Artorias did an excellent video about 4 years ago. It's got about 2 million views, I think. It's a compilation melange vignette of Jeff Horn's dirty tactics throughout that fight. I mean, you mentioned it, it's there. Clinching, holding behind the head and pushing him down, elbows, headbutts. It's just nonstop.
Pete doesn't give.
I certainly remember the fight. No, I still remember the fight. I just don't remember the ref. That's number one. Number two, don't you think Jeff Horn's like 3 times the athlete, footwork-wise, that Tyson Fury is? I think Jimmy hit the nail on the head earlier. Usyk's he's a better athlete in all ways. Core strength, absolute strength, legs, wrestling, leverage, everything. Speed, footwork.
Alright.
He's just a better athlete. That's all.
Is this guy Neo from the Matrix?
No, he's not. It's
No.
more about what, it's more about what
sound like
Fury's
it,
not.
Pete?
Fury's not going to be able to. Let me ask you a question. Chisora, right? He's not a good a boxer as Fury.
No.
There's no doubt about that, right? He's just not. Okay. But in terms of just being able, stamina-wise and footwork-wise and coordination-wise, athletically, to be able to run after Usyk, do you think that Fury can replicate that?
I think Fury has much better footwork. He's like he moves like a butterfly. Maybe he doesn't sting like a bee.
Butterfly. Okay.
He moves like a fucking butterfly. No, but seriously, he has better. You guys are gonna be surprised.
He looks like a fucking grasshopper. Looks like a.
Well, he looks like a
He
mantis.
looks like an obese,
No, the mantis
obese praying mantis.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey,
By the way,
before you read the super chat,
Yeah.
you said that Usyk isn't Neo from the Matrix, but I tell you, when he fought Joshua in that first fight, he was bald with a mustache. He looked like Cypher from the Matrix.
oh yeah, that's true.
Remember,
Yeah, he did.
Judas.
He did like
All right. Chris K with a super chat. He says, anyone notice Usyk orthodox in open workout? Fury pulls out Saturday morning from cocaine overdose. Okay, come on. Tyson steps in.
come on.
But
come on.
seriously, Usyk 7-5. All right.
And by the way, John
Usyk
Fury
fought
looks like Trinity
orthodox.
from the Matrix.
Huh?
No,
Okay, I
that's
mean,
stupid
so
joke.
anyways,
Oh,
what do you
listen,
guys think about Usyk supposedly? Well, supposedly, he's saying he was orthodox style.
Yeah,
Like,
they
is he
were
gonna
both.
switching? Is he gonna be
Usyk was
switching?
hitting
Does that even make
Fury
sense?
was hitting the mitts from an orthodox stance, and Fury was hitting it from the unorthodox, southpaw stance. Some people think that they're going to try to throw each other for a loop and change stances. I don't think so. I think they're just
Yeah.
having fun. Again, these open workouts, it's just for the crowd. They're not actually working.
Yeah, they don't
although
do
I did see
shit.
Fury sweating. Yeah, although I did see Fury sweating profusely. This dude, he looked like Patrick Ewing in there. I mean, I don't know. It's.
Well,
I guess that means he must be in shape or something.
yeah, I was gonna say that he's probably in shape.
I don't know, VBA. I think I know why he's sweating like that.
Wait a minute. Come on.
You think so? He's gonna test positive. All right, let's take a phone call here. We got Ricky. Ricky, can you hear us? Ricky. Yeah, Ricky, we can't hear you. You need to fix your mic. All right. We're gonna talk to JDA. JDA, you there?
Uh-oh.
Is this the real JDA? Yeah, you need to fix your mic also, JDA. Ricky, did you fix
What a
your mic?
disgrace.
Nope. All
His
right.
mic ain't fixed. His
Are you
mic
kidding
ain't.
me?
What
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
I'm disgusted.
disgrace? Yeah.
I am disgusted with you.
In the chat, Adam is saying Fury is always out of shape.
This is a fucking ballet.
Is that JDA?
I promise you that JDA's neighbors hate boxing.
Oh, they
I
love
promise
him.
you that.
Yeah. They know everything about boxing now. The Thane said you guys dropping the phone lines. The phone lines, guys, are not working. We're using StreamYard, so yeah, the link is in the chat if you want to jump on and give us your take on the big fight. Hopefully this doesn't turn into Holyfield Lewis, the first fight. That was boring as fuck. And also, it was a huge robbery.
That was
And-
boring. Yeah.
Ended up in a draw. Guys, a lot of people are saying on Discord, and I've noticed this fight could end up in a draw, and the odds are 14-1, so that's pretty good. Actually, amazing odds. What do you guys think about that? A draw. I think it's
Yeah.
possible.
That's possible.
Very likely. This is not
You
a
know what,
gambling
though? Here's
I
show.
the
think
thing,
what's
man.
missing. I think what's missing in Tyson Fury's record is that he's already got a 1 on the D, right? The draw. He's just missing that 1 on the L.
I got one on the D right now. But listen, the point is, I hear people saying that.
You got one brain cell.
Come on, no, wait a minute. What's the matter with you? Peter, are you in the shower again? Please tell me that's not the case, man.
I'm in
But listen-
the tub. I'm in the bathtub.
Come on.
Hey, bro, what's good?
I told him one time he said it. But listen,
Calgary, take me away.
Come on, fly pelican.
All right, guys, we got somebody on StreamYard. We got Enrique. Enrique, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Sí, aquí estoy.
Yeah, BDA
How you
wasn't
doing?
done.
Nah, who
What's good,
cares, man? This
BDA?
show's all over the place.
I can't hear anybody. That's why I'm. Go ahead, Enrique.
Hey, this is Kiki. Anyway, by the way, I got Usyk dropping Fury at least a couple of times. I'm saying 4th and 6th round, but then it's gonna go in decision. Usyk is gonna outbox Fury. That's my prediction for that fight night.
Kiki by the. So
I
you're
like it.
saying Usyk by
Kiki boxing
decision?
for-
All right.
Yeah, that's what I think. It's gonna go all the way to decision, and I got him outboxing him. I don't think Fury is. I don't have it since the last fight he had. I know we can't compare last fight and to this Usyk fight because he might be more prepared, but I still got Usyk outboxing him.
So an easy
That's,
fight. An easy fight for Usyk. That's what you're saying.
That's it, baby. Usyk. Decision. Unanimous decision, though.
All right. I got you by
Yes,
unanimous
sir.
decision. Anything else?
Hey, Huey. BDA, yes. Help me out find Freddie Roach. We betted $1,000. I got it all on video. He never showed up at the MGM to pay me on Canelo versus Jaime Munguia. I got the video. Where we
Post it, man.
bet
Post
it.
the video.
Help me find him, bro. Look into my YouTube.
All right.
You can
Wait,
pay
who
my
do you say he bet?
$1,000.
Freddie Roach? He bet Freddie Roach?
Freddie Roach, man.
Freddie Roach.
Freddie Roach. We were talking. We betted $1,000 that Jaime was supposed to beat Canelo, but then I said no, Canelo's gonna outbox him, and he did, and he never came down to the fountain between the MGM Grand, and he owes me $1,000. 1K, baby, 1K.
Wow. Okay.
It's on my video. You too. Help me find him.
We'll find him.
And hey, you're the best, man. And you guys have a beautiful day, man. And yes, like I say, Usyk, baby, let's go, Usyk.
All right. See you next time. Take care, Kiki. Oh, sorry about that. All right, that was Kiki with his prediction, and Freddie Roach owes him $1,000, so he claims.
Right.
Let's take another phone call here. Well, stream your call. Okay, boxing expert
Hey,
down
yo.
there.
Hey,
Yo, welcome.
Yes, yeah, I'm here. What's up?
He sounds like recognized.
Sound like who, sorry?
No, sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead. Give us your prediction.
Yeah, so basically, so my prediction is based on a prophetic dream I had. So I've had prophetic dreams for about 15 years of my life, and all of them have come true. So basically, what's going to happen in the fight, I'm going to break it down in detail. So basically what happens in the fight, Usyk, so the first round, what I saw in the first round, Usyk was just very fast. The speed difference was very apparent. So they're just feeling each other out. Usyk is bouncing around a lot. And then after that, Usyk just lands slowly by bit after round. It's like the volume increases. And then what happens is Tyson Fury's cut opens up. His cut opens up, and basically the blood starts gashing, and this referee is actually not letting them get away with a lot of holding and stuff, so a point gets taken away because he starts going crazy, Tyson. And then I think it was in round 11 or 10 the fight actually got stopped on a controversial TKO for Usyk. So I've placed a £15,000 bet on Alexander Usyk to win by stoppage.
What?
So yeah.
Nah.
Wow.
Nice.
What?
Hey, AJ. I mean, you is that AJ?
No. What's your name?
My name's Anthony. Yeah.
Anthony. Okay. So you said.
Anthony, I mean, that's Anthony Joshua, bro. That's AJ.
Yeah.
You can't tell?
Sounds like AJ.
Nah, that's not AJ.
Hey, Anthony, do you ever, you've been having prophetic dreams for 15 years. Do you ever pick any, have any dreams about anything, worth a shit more than boxing? Like market correction or, lottery numbers or anything like that?
Yeah. So I've had a prophetic dream about lottery, and I had a dream that I got 3 numbers right, and I did get 3 numbers right, and I won about £200. I've also had a prophetic dream about my ex-girlfriend. I was going to meet a girl that looked exactly like my ex-girlfriend. So yeah, I definitely. So the dream that I had is gonna come true. I already placed a lot of money on it, so I wouldn't have done that if I didn't believe in it. And
can you repeat your prediction, the exact round?
Okay, you want me to repeat it?
Yeah, you said Usyk. Yeah.
Well, round by round.
No, just give us a little bit of information. So you said Usyk by stoppage, and then give us a round, and then an additional piece of information.
Yeah. So basically, what happens is the round. It was the latter part of the fight. So I'm going to say it seemed like it was round 10.
Okay.
It wasn't round 12. It was round 9 or 10 or 11 that the fight just got stopped. So the referee, Usyk, was just landing a lot of punches, and then the referee came in and waved it off, and it was a controversial stoppage, and Tyson was really angry. He was very angry. I think he was like, what the F? John Fury came in, was shocked, and then they stopped the fight, and Usyk went to the floor and prostrated to his Lord, Jesus Christ, and he won. He won the fight. So yeah, my opinion.
I like this guy, man. He's on it.
Yeah, he's on it. He's on it.
Wow. All right. Controversial win. Referee stops it. Usyk praying to our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Interesting.
Excuse me, did he say John Fury was going to go into the ring and start biting people? Is that what I heard?
No, John Fury came in the ring, but he was just quiet. He was shocked. He was just like, didn't say nothing. He tried to calm Tyson down. Tyson was just angry. He was like angry to the ref, like, why did you stop it? So yeah, maybe some people thought he would have won, but it didn't look like he was winning in that fight. To be honest, what I saw in the dream, if I'm being honest, it's almost as if he lost every single round. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Usyk, he had a very good game plan. This guy, he showed something very different. This was a different Usyk. Tyson was just slow, very, very slow. He even got tired in the fight. He did try to rough him out, did use a lot of rough tactics, like holding and shit, but he couldn't really grab a hold of him. Usyk just kept slipping out, and then he tried to rough him in the ropes, and the ref just took a point away from him, So, yeah, it's not going to look good for Fury.
Thank you for your prediction. If it happens, then... I'm gonna shit my pants. All right, thanks for calling.
All right,
see you next time.
Good luck, Ant.
Wow, he had a vision. We got a prophet. All right, let's take another one. JDA, is your mic working? Yo. JDA, now I can't hear you. I fix your mic. I'll let you on there. Stay there and fix your mic. All right, guys, we got a super chat from Cat Daddy. He says, Fury by decision. All right, I'm going to write that down. All right, somebody needs to mute their mic. There's a background noise. I don't know who it is. All right, JDA. JDA, we can hear you, man. We can hear the background noise.
You can hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I have Usyk winning. That referee sucks. He's a top-ranked referee. He tried to stop that Jeff Horn fight a couple times, even when Jeff Horn was winning. That referee sucks, so I expect some funny business. Usyk's going to have to go for the knockout because I don't see him getting the decision, but I predict, I pick Usyk to win. I think there's a reason why Fury's been ducking him and putting this fight off for as long as he has.
He said Usyk by decision or stoppage?
I mean, I bet he tries to go for the stoppage, but I don't see him stopping him. I see him winning by decision, but it's so corrupt, they'll probably call it a draw. But, yeah, I have Usyk winning this fight.
All right.
Hey, Joe.
But that referee should never be refereeing again. He sucks. He's a top-ranked fluky, and there's a reason why they chose him. You'll see. Another piece of shit in the sport of boxing.
Joe, this is BDA. How would you characterize the referee? Embarrassment, disgrace? What would you say?
A fucking piece of shit. An absolute disgrace.
Are we talking human
But if I had to
feces or a dog?
If I had to choose one word, it would be the biggest piece of shit. He's a piece of shit.
Come on.
All right. This is a family show. All right. Well, yeah,
It ain't no family show. Don't give me that shit, Bujo.
All right. So I agree with you. The referee, I mean, that's something to be concerned about. I do believe that they don't want Usyk to win
Say
this fight.
he's a piece of shit. Say he's a piece of shit.
Well, he's a piece of shit. He's a piece of shit. But now I think
Oh,
people are
I thought it was a family show.
JDA,
I thought it was a family show.
All right, sorry. It's not a family
All
show.
right.
It's an insane asylum. But I feel like that a lot of people are dismissing Tyson Fury's abilities. They're undermining his abilities. This guy, come on, JDA. You sound like one of these people.
Listen, Tyson Fury's going to use his weight. He's going to fucking lean on him. He's going to do all this shit. But I just think that Usyk is superior. A superior boxer. And I honestly believe Fury's been trying to put this fight off for as long as he could. So fucking toughen up, bro.
All right.
Bullshit.
JDA, can you tell people to hit the like, please?
Yeah, will you guys hit the fucking like and stop being a bunch of mooches? Fucking help out the show. Fucking hit the like, get them up, or don't bullshit and just shut the show off.
That's right.
This show brings a lot of enjoyment to a lot of fucking people, man, including me. The least you could do is fucking press the like. Hadouken!
Exactly. Well said, JDA. Well said, JDA. Anything else?
Is Gonzalo around?
He's there, but he hasn't said a word.
Oh, well, tell him I said I hope he gets hit by a bus.
Yeah, how's it going? Oh, come on.
All right, like he's right here, man. All right. Anyway.
All right. Great show, guys.
Good job, JDA.
Great show.
What do you say? What do you say?
He said you're a great guy. He said he wanted to hear your take.
Yeah, pay him no mind, Gonzalo.
All right.
Hey, by the way, when he said mooches, I thought he was gonna call the crowd moolies, like in Mean Streets. Remember that? You moolie? You can't call me a moolie. The hell's a moolie?
You know.
You bunch of moolies.
All right. Guys, remember the phone lines are down. Please hit the like button, please, or we're ending the fucking show, and we're not gonna have an open lines Friday. All right?
Yeah.
That's right. I'm being serious. I'm being serious.
Hey man, salute to Anthony Joshua who just called in. I mean, come on, bro. Like that should amp you guys up. Hit the like.
May I say that as the BDA, as the boxing debate historian, may I remind people that there was another guy who had a prophetic dream. Remember that? It was for the Joshua Usyk, I believe. The first fight. Somebody called in, said that he had a dream that Joshua was going to decapitate Usyk with an uppercut. And remember that one, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was a good one.
I don't remember that though.
You don't remember that?
Called in, he said he had a dream where Joshua was going to decapitate Usyk with an uppercut, and the people were going to be mortified and terrified.
I remember that call. I remember that call. He was like dead sure of it, like vivid dream.
Oh wow, it's like.
And we told him to call back too. He didn't call back.
That's right.
Fatality.
All right. We got another super chat here from Nicholas. He says, "Did you know that most people hit the like?" That makes sense. Hit the like, people. Hit the like. Hit the like. Hit the like. Listen to Nicholas. All right. I was just gonna say, I mentioned what happened. Remember with Tyson, John Fury, the headbutt. I think his family is nervous. I think they've been talking a lot of shit, and Fury could lose this fight. There's a good chance that he loses this fight, and all that talk about Fury being one of the greatest of all time. That's in question now, especially with what happened with that Ngannou fight. Fury looked like shit. Now he can redeem himself. He can redeem himself if he beats Alexander Usyk. So I can understand why his family's a bit nervous. But I'm not saying that
Usyk, he beats Alexander Usyk and AJ. Yeah, you could say definitely he's an all-time great, bro. Like he's one of the best to ever do it.
But he needs to do those things that you just mentioned. And who knows, maybe, he needs to beat Zhilei Zhang. If Zhang beats Wilder,
right.
Parker, who knows? But yeah, so far, there's a lot of question marks, asterisks, being added to his resume.
You know what? I think Alexander Usyk beats Fury, but I don't know if Alexander Bucho can do it. Recognize maybe you want to do a breakdown of that one later on. But the fact remains.
Alexander Bucho in the chat.
I mean, that's because that's what Recognize said. He said, I don't think Alexander Bucho. I was like, what?
Yeah, I did. Alexander Bucho.
That's my new name.
That's cool for a guitarist or something. I don't think we've heard Gonzalo's take, by the way. We got to get that done on paper.
Trying to avoid
just list me down for Usyk. It's gonna come down to, I think, the guy that can do the adjustments the best. I was driving my motorcycle yesterday. I was listening to Recognize his take because, in the beginning they can go tit for tat, and each guy can exploit the either guys is I wouldn't say weaknesses, but the difference in size. The smaller guy can get in between the longer dude's levers, and that would be Fury's, and Fury can utilize his length to keep him on the outside. But after having the initial rounds being close, the guy that can make the initial leap, and what I mean is that they can make the adjustment and start landing combinations and winning the rounds, and as the other guy maybe can't adjust and stop the guy's when one guy's coming on strong, if one guy can continue to have success while the other can't adjust as well, hey man, that dude's gonna take off and start banking the rounds. So I'm pretty sure both guys can have some type of adjustments, utilizing the advantages, and because certainly being smaller could be an advantage too. Because a lot of times when a bigger guy loses to another heavyweight, it would be the smaller guy that beats the larger guy. Because when two large guys are fighting each other, that's a little different. They get all the big guys dominate nowadays. But every now and then there comes along a smaller guy that beats the bigger guy. It's just in history. So I think the guy that can do the adjustments the best, and it's going to be like a series that we have to adjust again and over again, because each guy's going to be each guy's going to be like when one guy adjusts, the other guy's going to readjust, and when the other guy readjusts, the other guy's got to come up with the secondary game plan. So I'm saying the guy that can do the more adjustments is the guy that's going to ultimately succeed. Kind of like what Recognize was mentioning in the show the other day. But write me down for Usyk, because I just have this feeling that he's like I don't know, man, like this tough guy, kind of like a superhero, man. But I don't see him losing, dude.
The Matrix.
Even though he's human, he just gives me that aura, dude.
He's Neo from the Matrix. Got it. He's Neo from the Matrix. This is the thing, though. I don't know, guys. I think Usyk might win this fight, but I'm still I'm not saying this guy's a superhero. He's Neo from the Matrix.
He could. I know what you mean, Bucho. He could lose his fight. There's no doubt. But I'm not. I'm not gonna go on that.
Here's the thing too. If you're Usyk, you're probably the least favored with the judges and the whole promotion. I think if you're Usyk, you at least have to win 8-4, because if it's a 7-5, that's a draw, and possibly a Fury win. So Usyk's actually got to outperform Fury in order to get the win by at least 2 rounds, to not get the draw and get the victory.
All right. Well, you got your prediction. Thank you for muting your mic.
Well,
yes.
You got my prediction, Bucho? You got mine?
I thought BDA had your prediction. BDA, did you take his prediction?
Nah, never mind BDA. I want to know if you got mine.
What? What is this? Wait, hold on. That doesn't even make sense. Yeah, it says Usyk by decision. You're playing it safe.
Yeah, I'm going to be very specific, though. Okay, maybe a little later.
It's now or never. What do you mean later?
Okay, now I'll do it. I'll do it now.
Yeah.
Now I got it. It's gonna be a split decision, bro. He's gonna win by. He's gonna win by small margins. I you know, like AJ or the guy that sounds like AJ. He had a prophetic dream. I had this dream too, but I was awake though when it happened. I think it's gonna be a split decision. I think he's gonna win because he's gonna score a knockdown. So you're gonna see a scorecard in favor of Fury. It's gonna be a 7-5, 8-4 margin. They're gonna deduct him for 1 point. So he's gonna be the win by 1. He's gonna win by 1 point or 3 points on one judge's scorecard. And I think you're gonna see Usyk win the other 2 scorecards by 1 point. They're gonna have a 6 even, but the knockdown is gonna give him the edge.
All right.
That's what I'm seeing.
You know what I'm seeing?
Because I think Fury's gonna make it ugly, Butcher. He's gonna make, especially I think in those middle rounds, man, going like 5 through 8, maybe even 9. He's gonna make it ugly. He might get tired in round 10, 11, 12, the championship rounds, and that's where Usyk probably wins. That's where he probably wins the fight.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, Usyk is a relatively fast starter, and you know, a lot of people were saying, and I actually touched on this as well, that Usyk did kind of look slower in the Dubois fight. Now, in hindsight, I think it might have something to do with the fact of he was fighting Dubois, and I think that's why he was a little bit more flat-footed and not as worried about what was coming back. In other words, he didn't need to do as much pivoting and moving as he did against Anthony Joshua. Be that as it may, the other point of contention here is whether Usyk can get a decision. People are saying that Fury is the guy that's being favored by the establishment, and I'm thinking, I can see that. I can see that because although Usyk did get the right benefit of the doubt in the Joshua fight, you know, there were some people going in thinking that Usyk wasn't going to be able to get a decision. Not with Joshua being that mega star that he is, taking place in his home country, and yet Usyk got the decision there. And it was a competitive fight to the point where, and I'm speculating here, but if the decision would have gone to Joshua, I'm pretty sure that there's a lot of Joshua fans that would have said the same thing Haney fans did with Lomachenko. Could have gone either way, bro. Could have gone either way, bro. What are you mad about, bro? Stop bringing it up, bro. And especially the second fight, which was more competitive. Especially the second fight, which was more competitive. So why would all of a sudden would he not receive the benefit of the doubt here? Now that's the question. The flip side to that coin is because now if Usyk wins, the establishment has nowhere to go for a big fight. Yeah, they could still make Joshua and Fury, and it would still make a lot of money, but it wouldn't be as juicy as if you know Fury brought in with an undefeated record. So there might be some validity to what people are saying that.
It wouldn't be as juicy. But you see, the thing about that fight, that fight, you could always make it. Like, look, they got a rematch. And this is my theory, right? And also, I just think that Usyk has been on a better run, even at heavyweight, than Fury in the last couple of years. So that's why I'm also thinking he's going to lose that fight, too. Like, he's almost due for one. And they also got a rematch. So I could see that fight happening later on in the year, especially if the fight's really competitive and it ends on some type of controversy, like what the guy from the UK was saying, right? Like there's going to be some controversy. He could see a stoppage on cuts. That could happen. And in the rematch, there'll be a lot of interest in the rematch. And I also think that if it's a very competitive fight, but Usyk wins or AJ or Fury wins, excuse me, you know, the rematch is still like attractive. And then whoever wins, let's say Fury wins, let's say the scenario that I said, Usyk beats Fury in the first fight, Fury comes back, beats him in the rematch, he could always fight AJ in 2025 in the summer.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's a possibility, absolutely. By the way, we have Furioso on StreamYard. Are you there?
Furioso?
How are you doing? You all right?
Oh, it's the real
Can
thing.
you hear me?
Yes, sir. Welcome to the show.
Can you hear me? How are we doing? You all right?
We're doing
Yeah, I mean, just phoning in just to give my prediction and my view. Right then, I've got Fury stopping Usyk in 8 rounds maximum. Quite honestly, no, seriously, I've got him stopping in this. Not trolling or anything. I've got him stopping him in 8. I just think Fury's better than Usyk in every single way. Because I've been hearing all these fans phoning in and all that. Most of them are bitter AJ fans. Most of them are bitter Wilder fans. It's 3/3 basically. A third of them is Wilder, a third of them is AJ fans, and a third of them is genuine Usyk fans.
Mm-hmm.
But 60% of the phone callers are all AJ and Wilder bitter fans. So I predict on Sunday, these 3 sets, these 3 groups will be all consoling each other and all crying together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because these motherfuckers have gone and put Fury back against the wall, how he likes it. He didn't like it when everybody loved him. Everybody hates him now. He's useless. He's crap. He's fat. He's got no skill. He's only got weight and size, okay? So this is how we like it, when all the groups are against us, just like back in the day. And then we rise from the flames and we knock them the fuck out, don't we?
Like the Phoenix.
So they've just all these the boxing, the fraternity, even in England they're hating him again. Literally. Most the radio stations, the phone calls, we've had enough of him with this. So basically everybody's hating Fury apart from the very, very few set hardcore fans from back in the day. Because all you hear is these dudes ring up. It makes me laugh. They'll ring up and they'll go, "Oh, I was down with Fury and all that, and then because of all these delays, this and that, and now I've changed. Now I'm Usyk." And I'm like, "Damn, you change your skin that easily? That easily? You weren't down in the first place. You weren't, because you can't just be
fucking
thinking,
traitors.
you weren't down in the first place." Okay.
Now,
and another thing is this skill thing. Fury's got more skill than Usyk in all capacities. Speed, power, footwork, chin, fucking everything but the size. But all you guys mention is size. Does Usyk lose rounds? Has Usyk been knocked down before? Yes, which we all know he has. All this Matrix bullshit. Loma loses rounds too. He's lost fights too. Okay, so we stopping. We stopping this motherfucker in 8 rounds. And I'm gonna fucking love seeing the AJ Wilder and Usyk fans crying all together. Anya, and we'll be back on top. So that's my prediction. A Fury stoppage in 8. It's going to be a mauling. It's going to be his easiest fight, basically, easiest win. Literally. No, it is. He's just going to go straight at him, because that's the tactic. We ain't going to be boxing. No, we're going straight at. We're going to put the pressure on him, straight at him, corner him. Okay, we the bigger man, we the stronger man. We punch harder, we faster, we got better footwork, so we'll execute it. What's his name? Skellbender saying, "Oh, will he be able to chase Usyk around the ring like Chisora does?" Come on, though. We're much bigger. Our wingspan, our foot span's much wider. We don't have to run. We'll
how
take a
surprised
step
would you
right
be?
next to him.
Is there any chance that
Furioso?
Usyk... Oh, go ahead, Pete.
What's up, buddy? Furioso, what's up?
How are we doing, my friend? Is there any chance what?
No, I'm saying
Is there any chance of Usyk winning? No, there's no chance of Usyk winning. Usyk's going to get
what
bullied.
I was saying earlier, I was just saying that I don't expect Fury to go about it like that, but that's all I was saying.
No, but he is going to go about it like that. He realizes that. He can't start we're having a look and we're boxing and we'll feel this shit out. No, there's none of that shit. It's straight to it. He has to.
So you think he's going to power box you?
Another thing, all these Usyk fans, they're all shitting themselves. They already got the excuse of the referee straight away. I don't know where the fuck that's come from. I really do not know. All you hear him, all the channels, the referee, this, that, he's going to do this, he's a shit referee. So he's only shit for your guy, but he's not shit for our guy, is he? Well, what's going on? What makes you so sure he's Fury's guy? Yeah, they're shitting themselves already. They've already got the excuse. So if they lose by decision, no, we won on the eye test. We won when we beat Loma v. Haney, that sort of bullshit. Yeah.
Furioso, is there any chance?
But yeah, so
Furioso, can Usyk hurt Tyson Fury? How likely is it that could happen? Is it extremely unlikely?
No. I don't think he can hurt. I don't think. Look, not many guys. You name one guy that's landed flush on Tyson Fury. Every single knockdown that he's had, when he's been down or in fights, he's always rode that shit. He's got that skill.
Right, but he's been dropped.
But if he rolled the punch, just quick question: if he rolled the punch, why did he get knocked down?
I think we lost Furioso. We can't hear him.
I'll say this. I think that Usyk is going to have a harder time against Fury implementing the feints, because he's usually feints a lot from the outside. But when you're fighting a guy as tall and as long as Tyson Fury, who's also got a pretty good jab, then feints are not going to work as well.
Yeah.
So if he does feint, he's got to dart in really fast and cover some ground and get on Usyk's inside.
Gonzalo, the only way the feints will work, he'll have to implement them in other things. He'll have to use a feint as a part of another thing. You know what I mean? Feint, step to the right hook. You know what I mean? If he just tries to just feint him, try to push him back with feints, it doesn't work on a guy that much bigger than you, because you have too much distance to fucking cover. I hear exactly what you're saying.
And also Tyson Fury also feints. He uses the jab as a feint.
Too,
He's got that little stutter step as well, kind of like Muhammad Ali, right? Where he's got the little he's a little twitchy.
Yep. Yeah. By the way, we got a super chat from Nicholas again. He says clown collar, Usyk speed and footwork are better than Fury's. All right. Thank you for that super chat, Nicholas.
But Furioso's been riding with Fury in this fight for a long time, though. I will say that, because I talked to him a long time ago about this fight, and he said he has not wavered a bit. That's true.
No, this guy, yeah, of course, big Fury fan.
Yeah. But he has. Furioso hasn't backed off that. He's been 100% Team Fury from day one. But I mean, you can say he'll beat Usyk, he'll do this, but he doesn't have better footwork than Usyk. That's just obvious. So when you say that, it makes people listening question him. And I know he knows what he's talking. He knows boxing. I'm not questioning that. But when you're that calm, you start saying things that are just, obviously aren't true. Like, he does not have better footwork than Usyk. You look at his fights; he's never used his feet to beat people. I mean, Usyk used his footwork to beat Anthony Joshua twice.
Yeah. The thing is, you know what? I will say one thing about this, AJ potential matchup. I think no matter what happens in this fight, I don't care if Fury gets destroyed. We should still get that AJ and Fury fight. That fight should still happen. I don't give a shit what happens.
Of course it should. That's still a big fight in England.
That's
regardless.
a good fight. No, that's a really good.
AJ's already lost. That fight will fucking pack him in England. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but that's the key, though. It has to be in England,
Fury
where the economy's not
guy, Jimmy,
doing so great.
What's
that, brother?
Fury's losing to a smaller guy is not going to be well seen. I know, obviously, boxing aficionados are the big fans that understand the sport. They see this.
No, listen, of course, around the world. But even in England, though, there'll be still a big enough crowd where I think they'll be able to do 70,000, 80,000 people like a year later. in
yeah, that trash talk.
London.
Yeah, that the trash talk will sell that.
Yeah, no, but Bucho, when a big guy fights another big guy, like let's say for example, if Tyson Fury beats up on another big heavyweight, that's probably easier than beating a smaller one, because the taller guy facing the taller guy, you're trading long hands on the inside. It's going to be equally as difficult to shorten up your shots for both guys. But when you got a small guy, that's his natural territory. The short shots on the inside. Yeah, obviously he's got the disadvantage on the outside. But the mixing and the matching of the tall versus the small, those are the times that you're gonna lose. When these big guys are gonna start losing, and it's been throughout whole history. Like we think about Ray Mercer, other smaller guys that were real good, that put beatings against the bigger guys. That's just the way it goes. Tyson, I'm talking about Mike Tyson.
Yeah. That's a good point. That's a good comparisons right there. Just 2 super chats, and we can continue here. Chris K, thank you for your super chat. He says didn't get hit flush, but knocked down. Fanboy logic. Yeah, I think he was saying that hitting. I guess he was off balance when he went down, but yeah, I guess he did get hit flush. I'm not sure.
Yeah, but
hold on, Gonzalo, just one more super chat and then you can go in. Recognize, thank you for your super chat with a juicy super chat. He says, Furioso knows that was AJ who called in and had that dream of Fury getting knocked, what? TKO on cuts, and he ain't having it. That's right. I think Furioso, he's a little bit scared because of that guy who had the vision. We'll see what happens. All right, Gonzalo, go ahead.
Yeah, by the way, write me down for Usyk, but I didn't mention split decision. Yeah, split decision for Usyk. Yeah, so the difference maker, I don't think that this is going to end up in a knockout. But off balance or not, you get knocked down, you lose around 8-10 in a very close fight, right? That's probably 50-50 on paper. So that will make the difference. One knockdown will make a difference.
You said split decision?
Off balance or not.
Split?
Yeah, split decision.
Okay.
Split decision. Yeah, but just getting dropped will certainly have an impact on the scorecards when it's such a close fight.
Of course.
Whether it's whether you're hurt or not, or whether you're off balance.
All right, guys, I haven't given my prediction yet. For some reason, the whole week I was thinking Usyk is gonna win this fight, but now I'm leaning towards Fury. I don't know why. I even think that Usyk is gonna get dropped coming in. I had a vision, to be honest. No, but seriously, no. I don't. Fuck. I don't know what. It's either a draw. Fury wins.
Butcher, you'd be in the majority if you thought that. Go with your.
What do you mean?
Go with
the
your
majority. What do you mean?
I think a lot of people are picking Fury. I hear a lot more people picking Fury.
Look at all this. All right, Pete. Well, maybe not. Maybe somewhere else on this channel, I see Usyk.
Yes.
Okay, Greg.
Yeah, that's what I was saying yesterday. You weren't here, but that's what I was telling BDA yesterday. I'm pretty shocked that everybody's picking Usyk because I think the tide kind of turned on Fury on this whole thing after that Ngannou fight for some reason. I don't know, but I just noticed a lot more people picking Usyk. But what does your heart tell you, Bucho? Come on, trust yourself.
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, can I say something? This is a bit of an interesting thing because, like you guys were alluding to, the fact that a lot of people in this YouTube boxing community are picking Usyk, but then officially the betting lines are Fury slight, almost 2-1 favorite. So evidently they see something that we don't. Now, I'm looking out for Jimmy here. Jimmy, you might want to just clarify what you mean, because earlier you said Fury's never won a fight with his footwork. I know people are going to come at you in the comment section, man. So if you just want to clarify what you meant by that, or maybe just elaborate a little bit more. Silence says it all. He can't.
Yeah. I'm trying to shut off the goddamn unmute it. Jesus, that's fucking. Then you start getting me panicky there. No, what I meant was he used his footwork to beat Joshua. It was his footwork is what he was doing. If you go back, that's how he beat Joshua. His footwork. It wasn't power. he didn't really use angles on him. He was able to dot in and out, duck. But it was just his footwork. He was able just to like jump back enough to avoid the big punches. He's got excellent footwork. He really does. He's got great balance.
Jimmy, can I ask you this question, and for everybody else too? But we're gonna start with Jimmy. So, what are some of the attributes that Fury brings that AJ did not have?
Oh, the jab. He's got a much better jab because it's accurate. And it's not, he doesn't try to knock you out with it. And he has the ability too, being tall, he also makes himself even longer with his jab, the way he throws it. And he's actually pretty good at throwing it down because he's always been the taller boxer, so he's really developed a good low jab. So he doesn't like that's if I was to say how he could beat him, if he's able to, it'll come down to conditioning. If he can stay on circling away from the right, if you can circle to his right, stick an Usyk. You know what I mean? Usyk's a southpaw, correct?
Yes.
If I remember correctly, yeah. So, just circle into his right, stick in the jab, circle into his right. He also needs to keep the middle of the ring. He can't go putting himself against the ropes. He has to give him, because if he gets anywhere near the ropes, if you're up against the ropes, especially in a corner, you limit your escape routes. And Usyk's talented enough; he can just see the way you're moving, which way you're going to go out. So that's how you can work a trap. He can just work you right into that hook. But when you keep the center of the ring, you can go straight back, to the left, step to the left, to the right. All your options are open. That's why they always tell you don't put your back against the ropes because then now you're limited. You can go left or right. That's it. You know what I mean? There's not even going backwards. So it's key to him to just to circle, use the jab. Don't let Usyk get into a rhythm, and don't let Usyk push the pace because he's going to try to make him tired because he's the bigger man with the bigger heart and the fucking, size-wise, just the more blood has to pump. I think Usyk's plan is to just make him work, even if he not physically, just mentally. Just with quirky movement, you can make the guy mentally tired by just trying to keep up with. That's why Lomachenko does a lot of things with the hands and the side steps and the herky-jerky shit. It makes you mentally tired. So I think for Usyk, it's key to don't let him breathe. Even if you're not hitting him, making him work. And I think it'll pay off because you'll tire him out. And when a tired fighter, that's when you'll see his ass against the ropes. He'll try to fight off the ropes, and that's when Usyk can do his most damage.
That makes a lot of sense. Anybody else wants to tell us what Fury brings to the table that AJ did not?
Well, he's more fluid. He's more fluid, and he's got better movement. I mean, comparison to Usyk, well, obviously not because he's just that much bigger. But the question you asked, compared to Anthony Joshua, yeah, Fury compared to Anthony Joshua, obviously is more fluid. Is obviously not as stiff by far. Freaking Anthony Joshua's a robot. Fury isn't.
All right.
Yeah. You know what else he brings up in better upper body movement.
Yes.
Although I must say again, the Joshua in the rematch, he really improved. I mean, he wasn't as jittery as in the first fight. Because if you watch the first fight, the first Usyk fight, Usyk would feint and Joshua would bite on it. Or Usyk would throw a couple of combos, throwaway shots, just to make Joshua move the head. And then when he popped back up, Usyk would just hit him with some shots. So he was anticipating where Joshua was going to be. Joshua was wasting a lot of movement. And in the rematch, he was more composed. Fury, although he does react more to the shots as well, I think he's more relaxed too than Anthony Joshua. And I'm not saying Joshua's a maniac in the ring and that he's unhinged and unruly, but I do sense, like somebody in the chat said, that there might be a little bit more confidence in Fury. Maybe because he thinks he can do more things in there, like, he can box from the outside, he can pressure. And I do think he's got good footwork. I mean, if you look at how sometimes he keeps guys turning, or how when people expect that they have him lined up for a right hand, he's able to pivot away from that right hand and move his head slightly. So there's some athleticism there. That's always been the book on Fury, that he's very athletic for a guy his size. That being said, he's fighting a guy now who's faster than him. So some of the this is what we were touching on the last episode that Fury's been fighting at a fat guy pace because he's been fighting fat pigs in his last couple of fights. Engano, that was a big dude, 270 something pounds. Dylan White, another big dude. Chisora, another big dude. Heavy guys. So Fury's comfortable fighting at a fat guy pace. 1-2 clinch, jab, and he's he seems like the faster guy because of his timing, his athleticism. That might not work here. So what beats speed? Timing. He's gonna have to have superior timing, and I don't know if he's got better timing than Joshua. Joshua is faster with his hands than Fury. So we'll see what Fury has in the timing department.
Good point. But okay, you know what? Let's take a phone call here. These guys have been waiting for a while. This guy, Thane, are you there? Vakarian? Thane Vakarian?
Yeah. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, welcome. What's up? What's on your mind?
So I wanted to comment on that guy, what Furioso said. So there's a reason why, and of course there's fanboys, and you can usually tell their opinions are fanboy opinions, right? But there's a reason why people bring up stuff like judges and cheating and things, okay? So first of all, you're talking about Fury being superior in all these ways. We can watch the fights. We can look at the stats. Usyk out punches and outlands his opponents greater than Fury does. He's never lost a championship round. He's never been dropped by a clean shot in the pros. These are facts, right? So when people bring that stuff up, just because you don't like it doesn't mean it's not true. But forget all that for a second. Let's just say you're right. Fury is superior in every way, right? Let's just say that. Why did he stall the fight so many times? Why did he need a warm up with Chisora when this fight was supposed to happen after the first Usyk AJ fight? If it's such easy work, why not knock him out, get the undisputed, get it over with? And there's another thing too. Why have this ref? Why have a judge who picked against Usyk in prior fights? These are valid questions, man, and that's why people bring them up.
Yeah, that's an interesting point. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people talk about that. Why did he stall the fight? That's interesting. I don't want to get into it because I don't know. Yeah.
And look, Fury could beat him. I've been saying, I've been going back and forth with my buddy about this. It's very simple. Usyk is a more skilled technical boxer. He's probably a better athlete, and he's probably more consistent, right? But Fury's a massive dude, and he also finds a way to win. Whether it's a legit way to win or not, it doesn't matter in the end. If you win, you get the nod. So yeah, that's why people like me are saying it's going to be a close fight. I could see Usyk edging it for a split decision. That's not fanboying. But anyway, good stuff, guys.
All right. Well, wait. Did you give us your prediction?
Yeah. I gave you guys my prediction couple days ago. I called in.
Okay, I wasn't there. Okay, thank you. All right. Well, see ya. Take care.
Adios, lads.
All right. That was Thane. Guys, just to remind you, please hit the like button or there is no Open Lines Friday show. So, yes, we have an Open Lines Friday show planned. Actually, it's going to be one of those long-ass fucking ones. I'm going to leave it running. So, stay tuned for that. Also, guys, on Discord, I want to ask you this, though. Can Fury do this? The following. Use his distance, and as Usyk steps in, Fury takes 2 steps back. I mean, this guy is good on his feet. This is an AJ who's like a fucking tank. This guy can move backwards pretty easily. And he has long-ass fucking legs, takes 2 steps back, he's already out of range. Can he try to time? Should he play that game of trying to time Usyk coming in, make Usyk reach, and then maybe catch him with something?
I think one long step back is enough because he's so tall. One long step, or 2. I mean, depending. I know what you mean, but what he has to do when he does that, he's got to get away. He's got to avoid Alexander Usyk's swivel hook, because that's the one when he covers the distance as he's starting in. That's where he's fucking up his opponents. Yeah, that's what he's ultimately trying to do. He's trying to evade whatever the other guy's doing. He gets under or around, or he fucking rolls and fucking comes in and hits you with that fucking that counter swivel hook on the inside. That's how he's winning the fights. That's how he was piecing up Anthony Joshua and those other guys. So that's what Tyson Fury's got to avoid, because that's the punch that hurts people, that swivel hook. And I believe it's a right hand because it's got more length and distance.
All right. People
from the southpaw.
People in the chat saying that you're dropping gems. All right. We got another call. James, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. You can hear me?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
All right. Well, I mean, I always had Usyk beating Fury on points, just outboxing him. But looking at Fury now and the drastic weight cut, I think Usyk stops him. I mean, I agree with most of everything what people are saying. I mean, the one thing that I hear most people say is that Usyk can't beat Fury because of size, but I mean, Usyk is slippery. He knows how to get inside of a long reach. And I think like AJ and Vladimir Klitschko, I think they have they're measured to have the widest wingspan of modern heavyweights. Both of them. And Usyk had no problems using his footwork and head movement to get inside of AJ over 24 rounds. So the size thing, it just, I don't buy into that, because I do think speed, timing, and skill gets past all that. But, I mean, history has shown us that fighters that are acclimated to fighting at a specific weight, when they go through a dramatic weight cut, it weakens their legs, So I would not be surprised at all if Usyk stopped Fury now, just because I think Fury thinks he's getting an advantage, trying to lighten up his weight, and his plan is probably to try to move with Usyk. But that might be a mistake, because his body's not used to fighting that thin. He's not used to being that lean, and his legs, most of his mass was always around his gut. And his legs were always kind of, not the strongest legs. And the most stable fighters that could take a punch are guys that have mass in their legs.
All right, that makes sense. So weak legs, he's gonna go down. So Usyk by stoppage, which round?
Oh, I have no idea. I don't think it's gonna be an easy fight for either one of those guys. I mean, anyone that thinks that Fury or Usyk is going to win this fight easy is not being realistic, because Fury, one thing about Fury is, I mean, he's been knocked down before, but that fool gets up, he gets up and he shakes it out. He shakes he gets his head straight, and he's shown himself to have the ability to get rocked and recover. So the idea that any guy is just going to bing, win this fight easy is bullshit. This fight's I have no idea how long this fight, how deep into the round it's going to go.
Usyk, you got to give us a prediction here.
All right. You know what? If I do have to pick, I'm going to say that Usyk drops him sometime in the 10th round. I think Usyk does what he does. He doesn't go for quick punches. He wears you out. And then when he sees you starting to get shaky, and it's one other thing I was thinking is it's also, it's going to come down to conditioning too. It's whoever's got the better engine. And in this case, same thing with Fury, that dramatic weight cut is going to hurt his engine. I mean, when Oscar came down to fight Pacquiao after his body had been used to being up there at middleweight, you saw it in his performance. I mean, arguably he was way past his best anyhow, but just the fact that he was not able to get out of Pacquiao's way, and Oscar had always been able to take a punch, and he was not able to take a punch at all in that fight. He was getting rocked, and same thing with Roy Jones Jr., so it'll be like a late round stoppage. I'm thinking 10th round, Usyk will wear him out. Tyson Fury's engine's going to be hurt because he's this dramatic weight cut, and I think a lot of people are going to get pissed off, but I think that's what's going to happen.
All right, we got your prediction. Try to jump on the Friday show or the post-fight show, all right? Take care.
Yeah, for sure.
See you.
All right.
Yeah, but here's the thing, Bucho. If you don't got another call coming in,
Go ahead.
it could be considered one or two things. Okay, you're cutting weight to have better stamina because you don't want to be fat. Obviously, fat guys get tired. Think of Jarrell Miller versus Daniel Dubois. A big fucking fat guy is gonna get fucking tired. So you can't say that cutting weight's a bad thing, and then all of a sudden because he cut the weight, now he's gonna be depleted, comparable to Oscar De La Hoya, pound for pound. I don't think so. So it's obviously I think they're doing it because they're trying to get a positive impact, not a negative one.
I was gonna ask Jimmy about that, about the fact that this Fury's probably losing fat. It's not like he's wearing a trash bag and losing water just so he can make weight like most other fighters do. I mean, this is a heavyweight division. Am I wrong there, Jimmy? I mean,
no, he's definitely a lot of that's fat, but I'm sure he had to eat some muscle because it's impossible to take off. You can't isolate just fat, even if you do it under the best conditions, the most ideal conditions, meaning like trying to lose weight but maintain your muscle. You're still going to lose a percentage of muscle as you take off. You know, even if you're a really big fat guy, you're still going to lose. It's just natural because remember, fat is oil. You know, it's fat based, where muscle is water based. So that's why it's tricky to do it properly.
But then, do you agree that that's going to affect Fury's leg strength? That it's going to make him weak? That's going to weaken him?
You don't know until you get into the fight if he's going to hit a wall, but he doesn't have overly powerful legs. He's a leggy guy, as you can see. He's like all legs. If you look at the torso, he's not much, look at a jaw. I mean, Usyk that way, but he's very leggy. He just doesn't have very big calves or, thighs. So I'm curious. I'm curious to see because remember, he hasn't fought in this weight in a long time. And he can feel great in the beginning, but all of a sudden when you go to catch a second win and it's not there because you left it in the gym.
That's what I'm asking, because the
there's a chance. Yeah, exactly. He could have. You could sweat off your fucking.
Should have.
A big guy losing that much weight could potentially weaken his legs. All right. I mean,
exactly. Can make you hit a wall.
Hey, wait.
That's going to be bad news, man.
But how much weight is he losing? I don't think he's losing more than 20 pounds from his highest weight that he's ever fought.
I think he's going to be coming around 260. I don't think he's going all the way down to 250.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense.
It's not a dramatic weight cut.
10 pounds. 10 pounds. And he's a heavyweight on top of that.
It's the weight cut that you need. Obviously, you don't want to go in there fucking fat.
Well, where did he start from, though? That's what I'm curious, because he blows up. I mean, he goes up to, he walks around well over 300 pounds. Well over 300. You know what I mean? Like he said, he was up to 400 pounds when he was into his coke and fucking drinking. So I'm sure he probably walks around 320. You know what I mean? And then, so how did he get up to that big again? I know he wasn't thin when he fought in Ngannou.
Right, but he looked relatively good when he was training for the initial fight date before the cut happened. So I'm going to assume that if there was a period in which he let himself go after that injury, I don't think he ballooned that much. I mean, I don't know. I'm speculating just based on how he looked prior to the injury.
After the injury, no. I'm sure he didn't let himself go after that injury. You're right.
That's 30.
And the difference here, that there's no pressure. Like, you don't have to be waiting to like 24 hours before the fight. You get on the scale. So obviously the other divisions, they got to cut down because they got to make the scale. They got to step on the scale. They got to make the weight. These guys don't. So you're not forcing your body like that much on the lead up, the weeks prior, the days prior. Yeah, obviously he's cut a lot of weight, but he's maintaining it. He doesn't have to step on the scale on Saturday, thinking, okay, I gotta fucking cut down right here. Then all of a sudden, when it's later, I'm gonna eat, and I don't want to eat too much because I don't want to overly blow up. No, he's kind of coasting into the weight. You know what I mean?
Jimmy says there might be a possibility because of that he doesn't really have that strong leg foundation. So maybe, but Butcher, I just real quick, I wanted to bring something up, man. The list that you're using, did you save it into another copy? Is that what you're using, or because you're missing Michael Poe's prediction? I added it at the day after I created it, so I think you're using a different list here.
No, there's only one list, the one you gave me.
Okay, could you put it back up and see if Michael Poe's name is in there? Because he was saying that he wasn't there. Medrado, Quags, Uncle Pete, Never Sobers, Urea. Do you see Michael Poe's name in there?
Nope.
I added it. It's in the. I just opened up the list and it's there, man. It's Michael Poe and after a guy named 13.
So
all right.
So Bucho can't read, but he cannot find the.
I'm pretending that I'm reading. I don't see it. I don't see it.
Oh, no, wait. I see 13, but I don't see. Why isn't Michael Poe in
that's
the
fucking
list?
weird. There's only one list because
Okay,
we only had one show. Anyways, what's his prediction? I'll add it.
Michael Poe says Usyk decision.
All right.
The 13 is in there. 13, like in the show Rome. The 13. You don't talk bad about the 13.
What else are we talking about here? Guys, hit the like button, or we're ending the show and there's no Open Eyes Friday. How's that? Phone lines are down, so remember we're using StreamYard. I think Gypsy wants to say something again. Gypsy, go ahead.
I was falling asleep, but I heard a lot of negativity towards my boy. That's why. It's like, this is going nowhere. It's going to be bad for a lot of people. They're going to feel a lot of sadness inside, if they keep going with that kind of negativity. But anyways, well, you guys, I looked at Tony Bellew's fight while you guys were talking with Usyk, and Tony Bellew had some tricks up his sleeve to land the body shot, tricks that Anthony Joshua did not use in his fight. And Tony Bellew's style is not exactly like Fury's. It's like the trash version of Fury's style. And up until the point he got knocked out, he was winning. He was winning the fight by rounds up until like Usyk turned it up a notch by speed, by throwing more, trying to outwork him, not by technique, just by speed alone. And Tony Bellew's, weak chin. I mean, this guy's been knocked out by Donna Stevenson. I mean, Donna Stevenson's punch is hard, but, he doesn't have that resilience, is what I'm trying to say. And didn't have a good game plan. When he was hurt, he didn't clinch. He didn't do shit. He was there just to get fucking punched in the face, especially with the left hook. The left hook from the thing's backhand. What you call it? Was it a left hook or right? No, it was a left hook. It was a left hook. Yeah, it was a left hook from the thing's backhand, Usyk's backhand. He kept on catching him. And, he ended up hitting the ropes. But Fury, I think, looking at that shit, I think he has a lot of advantages of getting to the body. A ton. Because of his long-ass reach that he has. He can land it and move out the way. And specific spots by the ropes. Dodge to the side laterally. Bam, bam, move to the side. And then catch him, clinch him. Probably throw some shots in there. Let go. There's a lot of ways where you guys are talking about work rate. That work rate diminishes when you got a fighter that keeps moving and moving. It's called the body. It's called the body.
All right.
You hit him in the body. He wonders what he loses it. He loses that. He loses power at the later part of the fight. Not only does he lose power, he loses stamina at the later part of the fight. That's what fucking if there is a knockout plan from Fury's side, that is the knockout plan. That is it right there.
All right.
And he is the stronger between the two. No matter how you slice, I agree that Usyk is the faster, but not by tremendous amounts. Slightly, about like 20%, maybe at max 15 to 20% faster. That makes a difference. And how you see the speed between the two.
Okay, we'll get the point. Yeah, but the body's going to be key.
Yeah, but the strength-wise, it falls on the Fury side. He's just a bigger boned, bigger muscle, bigger. You just don't see it, but he is. He has the bigger waist, natural waist. Not fucking.
How many guys you see built like Fury in the NFL? Let me help you out. Zero. He has a dorky build. Trust me, he's not built for muscle. He might be built for boxing.
No. I'm not saying muscle. Look, I've seen him bench 300 pounds. I've never seen Usyk bench anything at all whatsoever when it comes to benching. I've seen him do shoulder presses that are about 200 something. 10, 20, maybe
Well,
not even that.
I can tell you, after 30 years in the health industry and fucking bodybuilding, dude, just looking at the two, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. He has a stronger power plant just by his build, in his calves, in his fucking joints.
I go by their performances as well. Nothing as Usyk has showed me that he is more powerful between the two. He just
when I say stronger, I don't mean
just
he's punching harder.
Because I tell you what, I know why a lot of these guys believe that shit. I know why these guys believe this shit. Because one point where Fury was, not really confronted. Well, Usyk came up to confront him, and he was wearing a suit and everything, and they hugged. He let him pick it. But dude, I could pick my 270-pound fucking fella up like that too. But when my friend decides to not make it possible for me to pick him up, it's gonna be a shit ton. But he's not as strong as I am. It's gonna be shit ton harder to fucking pick him up and move it around. A lot much harder. He was struggling to pick him up off the ground. That wasn't like, oh, it's a lightweight, bro. Like, you pick up a chick and toss him around. No, it's not that, bro. That was difficulty. You see it in the facial expressions. He had difficulty.
I'm not going by that. Bruce picked him up like it was nothing, dude.
If he puts force outwards, it's going to be the gravity. It's going to be the gravity working for Fury's side because he has the leverage. He ain't no way he's going to out-muscle him. But what he can do, Usyk, is make him outreach. If he makes him outreach, he makes him overreach, he could counter him with big shots and possibly drop him that way if there is a droppage. Okay. Which I'm not too sure about that droppage. It can happen. I'm not denying that shit. But that's not going to stop Fury. Just one drop is not. It's going to be it has to be a multitude of drops.
Recognizing the chat says if you can shoulder press 200 pounds multiple times in multiple sets, you can I fucked it up here. Setups. If you can shoulder press 200 pounds multiple times in multiple sets, you can or should bench 300 pounds. All right.
Look, do 200 pounds. I'm assuming he did 200. I'm not even sure if it's 200. It's probably like a plate and like fucking some because the rubber plates are not exactly accurate.
I'm focusing too much on the strength thing.
I'm not really focusing. There's a lot of people who keep saying, Jimmy's saying, I'm telling you, the strength factor is not on his side. It is not on his side. And he has not lost weight, keep in mind. I thought he lost weight because of his physique. They asked him how much you weighed, and I told us to recognize yesterday. He said 19 stone. He's 266. He hasn't really lost weight.
Yeah, okay,
he has gained muscle.
Yeah. People are saying in the chat that Fury has said that he plans to coming in at 266 pounds.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll see on the weight the day on the what do you call it? Weight date, Friday. Where they fight weigh-ins. We'll see what he actually weighs, but he says 19 stones, man, and 19 stones, bro. That's still.
The fact he's coming in the lightest he's been in years tells you what he thinks about what way he needs to beat him. He's not clearly.
Well, yeah, because he said it on the thing. He said if they're heavy and shit, I come in heavy.
Well,
if they're light on their feet, I come in light.
Could it be stamina?
He literally said that.
Well, it could be stamina issues. I mean, he's working on his stamina.
I said knee issues. I said his issue was knees. I think he had pain in the knees. Not stamina issues, pain in the knees, and he was trying to grab hold to recover from the pain, but not saying a goddamn fucking thing about it. That's a totally different, because he has said that he had pain in the knees when he was 400 pounds trying to fucking run for whatever miles. He had pain in the knees, so I figured that he might have had pain and knee issues, but I think when he strengthened himself up and like lost fat, gained muscle, that's how you're going to be able to stay 266. There's no other way. He's going to pack a punch. He's still going to pack a punch that probably the same punch he was packing with 270. I'm kind of be worried about Usyk at that point. I still don't pick it up. I don't pick knockout. I'm going decision because I'm giving Usyk the benefit of the doubt.
All right.
But he can still probably he could probably he could pack more of a punch than he was packing before. And move fast at the same time.
People in the chat,
which is kind of scary.
They're fucking arguing what the fuck a stone is. And why are people...
Stone is like 13 pounds.
14 pounds, apparently. Yeah.
13 or 14. Yeah, 14 pounds. That's what it is.
All right. guys, remember to hit the like. Don't be shy. Hit the like button. It really helps the show. All right. Let's go to the chat here. Julio saying Fury will be slow as mud and get outlanded. Fury is going to be a punching bag. All right. One of these people who thinks that Fury is going to be a punching bag. He's too slow, can't move. Uncle Humberto Apostrophe says Furioso got a challenger for biggest Fury fanboy. Okay. I mean, we know Furioso. I mean, his name is Furioso. It means Fury, Tyson Fury. Nerd says, of course, Usyk will be faster and quicker and more coordinated than Fury, but Fury has more tools in the bag. All right.
He's more. Let me cut it straight, Abucho. If you have a.
Yes, go ahead.
If you're gonna still keep running, yeah, he has more of the natural abilities as a fighter and heavyweight to beat him than Usyk has.
Okay.
To beat him. Okay. Usyk has talent, but like so does Fury. They both have talent. But the difference maker is the physicality. I'm not saying because of size. He's going to use his physicality the right way. Even Ben Davison said, if he uses his physicality the right way, he wins comfortably. If he does not use the right way, he loses. If he uses his physicality the proper way, if he fights, even like Klitschko, right? They said the Klitschko fight was a snooze fest or whatever. I think he schooled the shit out of him. That's why it's a snooze fest. When one fight or one game is completely dominant, it becomes a snooze fest. So nobody want to really watch that.
No, come on. The fight was boring. Not much happened in that fight.
I know. But he almost stopped him in the 11th. Remember that shit. That's not a. People keep forgetting that shit. He almost stopped him in the 11th. But whatever. That's beside the point. If he fights like that, some of the shit that he was doing to Klitschko, I've never seen Lomachenko do.
Yeah, but
honestly, with the head movement, okay, I've never seen anybody do. Like he went through fire and dodged every shot Klitschko was throwing, and this is a high tier boxer, and he hit him with three, four shots. Hold
on, Gypsy, this isn't fucking 40-year-old Klitschko. 41-year-old Klitschko.
I agree, brother. I agree. That's why I don't really, and plus that's years back, so I don't really hold too much to that. But if he comes anything like that, this is a problem for Usyk. He might stop him. If he comes anything like that, he might stop him. I'm not. It's not like let's not pretend that fool's not weak to the body, man. Everybody keeps mentioning this shit. He's not.
No.
He's forgetting about the fact that he's weak to the body. He is weak to the body. Tony Bellew doesn't pack too much of a punch to hurt him to the body. But there's guys in the heavyweight division that do. But if they have if they have any kind of technique, any high level technique with a little bit of dog in them, high level dog in them, they can pull this off.
Yeah. All right. Let's see what people are saying in the chat. Vince Vega says Klitschko had reigned for so long, a record bested Joe Louis. All right. Well, I mean, Vladimir, he's one of the best heavyweights of all time. You gotta respect his reign. A very long ass fucking reign. Thane says fight simple. Usyk elite skills versus Fury size and decent skills. Then it's up to the ref and judges. Period. Okay, he's bringing in the ref and the judges. Fury also said that without excuses here. I mean, we don't want excuses at this point. Let's just focus on the fight. We'll see what happens with the ref and with the judges later on.
How much better was Fundora? But Fundora's a big ass fucking dude, though, by the way, than Tim Tszyu. Tim Tszyu better than Fundora. It's more like the opposite. How much is better is Tim Tszyu over Fundora?
A little bit better, I would say, skill-wise, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, but what was there was a huge reach disadvantage, right, over there?
Yeah, of course.
If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, there's still like a huge disadvantage on this one. On top of that, he not only just like Jimmy was saying he's got reach 4-inch. What was it, Gonzalo? I think Gonzalo said that. He also extends his torso where it gives you another few 4 inches on top of that, where that's like a distance that Usyk has to cover if he doesn't cover that distance properly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
This is what I
I
was saying.
agree. I agree with what you said, but also we gotta consider that the blood was messing up Tim Tszyu. It had a bearing on the fight. That shit was gory, man. That shit was going all the way into his eyes, into his face. If not for that cut, I think maybe Tim Tszyu wins.
All right.
Yeah.
Somebody has echo, a little bit of an echo. So please mute if you're not going to be talking. Recognize the metric says they say gypsy are weak to mouth and nose. I wonder why. They say gypsy are weak to mouth and nose. I wonder why. I don't know what that means. Cryptic message by Recognize. What are you doing?
The kid's on crack. I don't know what he's talking about.
Super Sardonic says Recognize all that cocaine going through the nose and subsequent jawing after. Yeah, his jaw is fucking shaking. Mark T in the chat says Usyk rolling around the floor because his balls hurt. A lot of people still think that was a legitimate knockdown. Gypsy, did you think that was a knockdown?
I agree it was a knockdown, but I don't agree it was legit because of the fact that it was on the belt line.
Okay,
you get what I'm saying?
So
like, I believe that was a body shot.
Yeah.
I believe it was a body shot, but it was not on the belt, above the belt line. It was right on the belly button, not on the fucking nuts.
So it was a legit it should have been a legit knockdown, is what you're saying.
Yeah, it could have been, but if the trunks were lower, but if the trunks were higher, it's just not going to be.
Okay, yeah, you're talking about the belt. Okay, well.
Yeah. I mean, that's bro. Like, if he had never been dropped by a body shot, I'd be like, okay, that was probably a low blow. It probably like the sack, the fucking what do they call that? The cup pulled up and somehow hit his nuts, and that's it. But he's been dropped by lesser punchers because that's. Arthur Bieterbiff does not. I don't think Arthur Bieterbiff hits as hard as Daniel Dubois. You know what I mean? It's close, but I don't think he does. Well, has the punches. And so
Gassiev, remember?
Yeah. Gassiev rocked him, and he held on. Like, he held on because Gassiev was getting outworked, outboxed, but he rocked him with one good shot, and he held on for like, oh shit, my legs are not with me.
People are saying that you can't even commit to a real answer.
I'm committing to a real answer, bro. What are you talking about? I'm telling you what's fact, bro. If I think Usyk could beat Fury with 100% certainty, I would go ahead and pick Usyk. I personally do not believe that he can beat Fury 100%. If he can beat him, it's not 100%. There's no chance. Like, it's 100%. But there's a chance that Fury can beat him 100% because he has shown weaknesses that maybe it's possible that can happen.
People are saying
even though I'm going with decision.
People are saying you don't know shit. That's what Jose is saying. You don't know shit.
Oh, I don't know shit. Oh, well, apparently Tony Bellew doesn't know shit when he was hitting him to the body and hitting him to the head. He was hitting him with the backhand, bro. He was actually winning out of the 8 rounds. He actually won about fucking 5 or 4 of that shit, bro. That was ridiculous. He was getting outboxed. The only reason he won is because of speed.
Go rewatch the Bellew fight. But we got.
I watched the Bellew fight. Bellew is a ass licker of Usyk. He's wearing his mustache. He's doing the same thing that he's doing.
Okay, hold on. Let me read a super chat. Chris K, thank you for your super chat. He says, Usyk giant huevos give momentum for pendulum step. All right.
Hey, can I say something about what Gypsy is referring to, the Bellew fight? Because I was watching some of the clips that I have here before that fight. And when Bellew had the most success, believe it or not, he did this little trick where he would get on the rope-a-dope, and then Usyk would do the thing that most southpaws do, which is they 2 feints with the right before stepping in with the left. And Bellew would just, boom, catch him with the right hand as he was laying on the ropes. So as Bellew's lying on the ropes doing the rope-a-dope, he would just turn his body and catch him with the right hand. However, you can't catch a guy like Usyk with the same thing too often before he starts making adjustments. And indeed, he stopped getting caught with that. But Fury does do something similar. He did it against Wallin too. He'll lie on the ropes. He'll wait for the guy to step in, and then he'll just turn his body with the right hand. Now, the difference here is, though, Gypsy, is Bellew, much lighter than Fury. Probably about 70 pounds lighter. So I don't know how much we can extrapolate from that fight.
Get that, BDA. The lightness is the thing, but the difference is the power.
Okay.
That's it. Like one shot from Bellew is not the same thing as one shot from Fury when it really committed. Like the shots that Bellew landed was very committed punches. Bellew actually won more rounds than anybody else has won against Usyk.
I agree. I agree that Tyson Fury has superior power than Bellew, and that maybe he can, if his timing is similar to or as effective as Bellew's, then yeah, Usyk has a problem. But Usyk in his last couple of fights, he fought Joshua 24 rounds. He fought Joshua. He was able to take his shots. Dubois was throwing bricks at the guy. He managed to block him, and if he couldn't block him, he would take him. So, I mean, Fury might catch him, but I don't think he hits as harder than those guys or as quick on the trigger as those guys.
I think he hits harder than Daniel Dubois, but not on the body shot. Daniel, I think he practiced a lot on that body shot. He was throwing it better than AJ through any kind of body shot, because AJ's was all more like arm shot with body. He didn't really dig in with his whole body, and he was leading with his lead hand. He was digging like really in depth on Usyk's body, and some of them were shots to the body that Usyk was complaining for low. They weren't really low. The ref just didn't mind what he was saying, and the last one that actually dropped him was on the belt line.
All right.
But it actually hurt him. Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. Like this guy is weak to the body. But that doesn't mean anything. He could just get hit in the body and then get hit in the face.
Sorry, below.
As long as you take his legs away from him.
All right.
Because AJ took his legs away from him.
All right, guys. We got an interesting comment here. Maybe you guys want to comment on this. Nerd in the chat says Fury can come out southpaw to throw off Usyk, then mix it up on the inside. That will force Usyk to be more aggressive. So this is what, we'll go back to what somebody said, that in the open workout, Fury was turning southpaw. Do you guys think this is an option?
So hold on. So the question is, can Fury come out southpaw to throw off Usyk and then mix it up on the inside?
Yeah.
Huh.
Like fight on the inside as a southpaw, basically. I mean.
You're right.
Wait a minute. Didn't I heard someone say Usyk turned orthodox for a moment there too?
Both did.
Yeah, well, that's cool, man. I mean, that's great when you got switch hitters. I really like the fact that both these guys can do switch. I don't know. I've never seen Usyk do orthodox, but that would be cool to see. So I think that's probably what his plan is. He said, "I have a surprise for him." Maybe that's his surprise.
Both guys inverted their stances now. In ultimate inversion is one of the hallmarks of Hermetic alchemical tradition. So I don't know if this means that this fight is fixed or something. Now I'm starting to think, or I'm starting to wonder rather. But let's say it isn't. I'm starting to think that.
Hold on. Gypsy, you need to mute your mic, man. There's echo.
Oh, sure.
When people say that this is not going to happen or this is outlandish, I see some people in the chat saying, Fury ain't going to do shit. I'm thinking, come on, man. It wasn't that long ago. What was it? 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago that we saw Ryan Garcia upset Devin Haney. So when you have, because he had attributes that he could work with, superior attributes, speed, power. Fury has superior attributes, at least in the size, and maybe punching power. I do think punch for punch, he does hit harder than Usyk. I mean, the way he dropped Dylan White with that uppercut, the guy can crack. So for people to say that
just the weight,
outlandish,
just by the weight, 260, 270 pounds. He's gonna be able to crack more. Come on.
Yeah.
One more thing to say to you guys, BDA. I think I'm not. Have you guys ever seen Usyk get hit with a solid uppercut?
No.
Like a solid one.
No, not I can't remember.
He might be weak on that. He might be weak on that. But we don't know. No, we don't know that. That's the thing. We don't know. He might be weak on that. I said might be. I didn't say 100%. I said he might be.
If Fury lands that fucking uppercut that he landed on Dylan White, he's gonna drop Usyk.
But I agree, but that's not easy to do. The uppercuts are not easy to do. The body shots are a hell of a lot easier to do than the uppercut.
That
the uppercut's
uppercut,
going to take a lot.
White's fault. I mean, this is fucking smothering his work. Recognize the Matrix says, "Hi, Gypsy. Thanks for your call and thoughts. Call back next time. Bye." All right.
All right. Take it easy, Gypsy.
Take it easy, Gypsy.
Like, I mean, okay, like, bye-bye. That guy, that fucking AJ lover. Whatever.
Oh,
I don't recognize him,
minute.
by the way. I do not recognize him.
Guys, I don't know why, but I think Usyk's gonna go down. I'm not saying a knockout. I'm saying he's gonna go down, knockdown. I'm just saying. I'm getting this vision.
When you say fights like this, look. It gives me more confidence of what's gonna happen because you're really good with like top fights. Like your picks are really good with top fights. So if you're hard at saying that shit, I'm believing this shit even more.
It's a vision. It's
your vision, whatever it is. Yeah, your vision. You think that's what's happening? I feel like more confident.
I wanted to address something that Furioso said earlier. He said that most of the people that are rooting for Usyk is because they're AJ fans and disgruntled Wilder fans, and then another subset of Usyk fans. But are we forgetting that Fury has alienated a lot of hardcore boxing fans by virtue of the fact that he stalled this Usyk fight for about a year and a half. Then when he fought Chisora too, an unnecessary third time, then taking an exhibition bout against Ngannou, and then almost shitting the bed, and then throwing an elbow in that fight. I mean, you got to admit that there is room or evidence or plenty of reason to dislike a guy like Fury and pick a guy and root for a guy like Usyk.
You don't have to love the Fury. I don't love the guy. I like his antics. I like what he does inside the rings and some of the stuff comedy-wise outside the ring. But the thing is, when he got the Dylan White situation, there was a situation where AJ wanted to get step-aside money just to have Fury in there. He was trying to sabotage the fight with Dylan White. There was that issue right there. And then he overpriced himself. He made it $20 million instead of 15. And Fury told him, go fuck himself. I think that point in time, Fury would have fought that guy because at that point in time, he was fit. You saw that how he was moving, even though he was kind of fattish, he was still fit. Not as fit as right now, but still, the way he fought Dylan, he just flawless victory. That was just flawless. Nothing. No mistakes. No one whatsoever. He could have beaten Usyk at the time. Usyk was just coming into the way at the time. He could have done it, but they delayed the fight. AJ sabotaged his career in a lot of ways. He fucked with his career a lot of ways. Like he did the same thing towards AJ, but just like to start off, marinate for a big fight in the future. But AJ took it personal and tried to fuck with his own fight. It's a business game. That's his nemesis. It's not fucking Usyk. His biggest nemesis is AJ. Remember that. Even out of the game, AJ is his big nemesis.
Comic book. This is in Marvel.
I know. You can say it's a comic book. You feel the energy between the two, bro. He calls him a sausage, and then next thing you know, when they ask AJ about Fury, he's like, "Fuck Fury, fuck that guy." They have genuine hate, like competitive hate, not. But I think AJ is taking it personal, and Fury feels it.
So who's in the dark on the dark side? Is it Fury or is it AJ?
AJ is more on the dark side than Fury is. I'm be honest with you. He is. He definitely is. His behavior is fucked up, man.
Because you're a racist.
Yeah, no, it's nothing to do with race. He's a racist. He's a lot of things, bro.
All right, let me.
A lot of things.
I want to thank Frankie for his renewal of the membership program. Thank you for that. He says BDA put me for Usyk decision, comfortable decision. Fury a ho, he a ho. All right, I put you down already, Frankie. Thank you for that donation. All right. What the hell are we talking about here, guys? Hit the like, or we are ending the show right now. And no Open Lines Friday. And this Open Lines Friday is gonna be crazy, spicy, controversial, Jerry Springer style. All right. And then recognizing the chat says Gypsy a racist. We know that he's a racist, the big racist. Mark T says Ruiz neutered AJ. He seems to be getting his groove back recently, though. That's a good point. Some rando says Buccio got a bit of an echo. It's not me, it's Gypsy. He has. I can hear myself when Gypsy doesn't mute his mic.
It's always Gypsy's fault.
It's always Gypsy's fault. All right.
Bro, I muted mine. All I gotta do is just turn my shit upwards, my mic, and it shuts off. It's muted.
I just heard himself. Even he has echo, like when he talks. Anyways. What the fuck are we talking about here? The dark side, AJ, Fury. Forget about that shit. Let's focus on what's happening this Saturday. Fury versus Usyk for the undisputed heavyweight championship of the world. This is historic, people. Fuck. I'm getting excited here. I haven't even given my prediction yet. Fuck, I'm gonna give it now. I'm gonna do it. We're gonna do it now. We'll do it live. We'll do it live.
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
All right. Bucho says, fuck. All right, give me 2 seconds. I gotta think this through again. I'll
go with your first instinct.
No, man, no.
And I think your first instinct was Usyk, and now you're just questioning yourself.
It was, but I don't know why. Now I'm leaning towards Fury. Shit. All right, let's talk a little bit more here.
Well, I can promise Furiosa this much. I know he says a lot of people, if they're wrong, they'll be upset or be crying their tears. I can guarantee you, I will give it about 33 seconds worth of a thought. and then I'll move on to more important things like, taking a shit.
Yeah, that's way more important.
Like, it means nothing to me. I just like fucking talking about the fights and breaking them down and shit.
Hey, Jimmy,
I personally don't give a shit about either one of those guys.
Jimmy, so I checked the pay-per-view. It says it starts at 10 a.m.
That means it should be going off just about the time the sun comes up on Sunday morning where I live.
What? No. 10 a.m.
That means 10 a.m.?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because it's in Saudi Arabia, right?
Yeah, but then when's the main event? Or what? I don't get it.
So that'd be about 10 a.m. There's no way.
By the way, guys, we're talking
Eastern 10 in the morning, are they?
We're talking Eastern time, guys. Eastern time. I don't know where you are. So
here's what's gonna happen. Here's what's gonna happen. It's gonna start at 10 a.m. But they're gonna talk for about half an hour, and they're gonna show you a bunch of. It's not the main card at 10 a.m. Right, Bucho? That's not what it says.
Well, it kicks off at 10 a.m.
At 10 a.m.
Right. Okay. So that's
how
probably
many
gonna be
the
Anyway, there's gonna be a lot of talking. That's what they did in the last in the Ngannou card and in the first Riyadh season card when the main event was Joshua Wallin. There was a point where they were talking for about 40 minutes, I believe, because they would go to one announcer and then they had another announcing team up on the dais, and they had one backstage and they had one in the parking lot, and it was insane. So that's how they're gonna spread it out all the way until about 5:36 p.m. Eastern time. That's when the main event should get started.
And the worst thing is DAZN thinks because they try to be like get up the hip guys on to talk too, right? Those like fucking those British dudes they have come on. They don't even know what the fuck they're talking about.
And Barack and Iraq and Barack.
Oh God!
You mean like Iraq and Barack?
Yeah.
Yeah, they seem to be just like hipsters.
One of those dudes looks like Drake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drake knows more about boxing.
It's too many people.
Didn't they catch those guys one time that the camera got turned on accidentally in the truck? They switched to that camera and they were concocting bombs or something backstage. I don't know. Maybe that was just me.
I can't confirm. I saw that.
No, but you know what I miss? HBO. Jim Lampley. Larry Merchant. Mary Roy Jones. Even George Foreman was better than these guys. And then you had James Brown. And then who else was with James Brown? Sometimes Sugar Ray Leonard was there.
You guys seen the movie of George Foreman?
No.
That was pretty interesting. It wasn't so bad. It was kind of a low budget film, but it was pretty good. I didn't know things about that.
Well, I hope it was better than the Duran fight. Duran movie, I should say.
I haven't seen the Duran movie. I have to watch it. I'm a big fan of Duran.
Yeah, well, that movie sucked.
Sucked, huh?
Also gonna say, fuck, I forgot. Oh yeah, in the chat we got somebody says, Jimmy, please do a spin-off channel of analysis and breakdowns. Jimmy, we gotta start doing it again. Remember when we were recording off the air? We should do those shows again.
Yep.
We should try that again.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. Anything else, guys? We've been here for.
I got something. On the workout today, I was watching. So Usyk is really like watching what Fury's doing in this bullshit press conference workout. So what does Fury do? He grabs Sugar Hill and puts him on the ropes and tries to like raw dog him, like, and he looks at him in the face. He says, "This is what I'm gonna do to you." He literally fucking walks away, bro. He fucking just he walks away. He pretty much told him, "I'm gonna fucking get you on the ropes, and I'm gonna fucking beat you. I'm gonna clinch the crap out of you and fuck you up in there." That's what he pretty much told him. It's in a way. I don't know if that's gonna actually happen, but that was one of the fucking things that he pretty much happened in that press conference. I mean, that press what do you call it? Press workout. I don't know if you guys noticed that.
I didn't. Well, I didn't really see it.
Well, I got something to add.
It was hilarious, bro. It was hilarious.
Jimmy.
It was kind of homo, no Diddy, but it was fucking hilarious because he's like, "Oh, you know what? Grab and hold." And Sugar Hill's like the small ass dude, right? He's literally like dick height, bro. He pretty much put him there. He's done this shit. Anyways, whatever.
I'm sure you had a good laugh there, Gypsy. Okay, no, let Jimmy go in. Let Jimmy go. Jimmy.
Yo, okay, yeah, no, I was saying, it's boxing related. It's not Usyk, Fury. Listen, I gotta say, man, that shit, that shit, fucking Ryan Garcia said about Camboso's wife, fucking his wife and shit.
Whoa, back it up, please. I don't know what you're saying, and other people probably don't either. So go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know if he tweeted it. He might have tweeted it. I know he put it out somewhere, but yeah, he fucking was basically telling Cambosos he fucked his wife and shit. Just even I actually don't agree with half the things. Well, probably 80% of this shit comes out of Lou DiBella's mouth, but I wholeheartedly agreed with his response, basically saying that's some low rent fucking catty bullshit, dude. What are you doing? Like, do better, man. What are you doing?
Yeah,
like talking about fucking another.
That fool's lost his fucking mind. I mean, it was obvious that he lost his mind, but he is way off the rockers. He's saying shit. I'm gonna fight AJ. I'm gonna fight David Benavidez. Get the fuck out of here, man. You're losing your shit.
Is it possible, guys, that this win made him lose his mind even more?
Yeah, and also the WBC did retain the belt to Haney, and it seems like they're going to make that a no contest. And I mean, win to, so it's not doesn't show up as a no contest. It's just going to be a disqualification. So actually, what's his name will take a loss.
Well, you know what? Butch has the question: did this win break his mind even further or even more? And I would argue that no. This is his true self, because you've seen elements of this prior to that. I mean, you know, they say you can tell a lot about a guy when he loses. I think you can apply the same logic to when a guy wins. You tell a lot about how a guy is when and what did he do after he lost? I mean, after he beat Luke Campbell, he decided to go on a little bit of a hiatus. He hid behind a mental health thing. Meanwhile, he was in the beach banging a bunch of fat ass hookers, and then on top of that, when everyone's giving him sympathy for, oh man, I hope you get better, Ryan Garcia, blah, 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 he's tweeting about Jojo Diaz looked like shit, Devin Haney looked like shit. And granted, Devin Haney does the same thing. But what I'm saying is, Ryan Garcia, you could tell that as soon as he won, and then he hides behind the mental health thing, he starts sniping from the bench, as it were. Then he loses to Tank Davis. And I know I've said this ad nauseum, but he ends up throwing De La Hoya and Hopkins, his promoters, under the bus. Oh, they didn't look out for me. They didn't look out for me. But meanwhile, they were the ones that were telling him not to accept the rehydration clauses and the catch weight clauses. And he admits that's what got him done against Tank Davis. So he's contradicting himself when he goes after Hopkins and De La Hoya, when they were the ones that were trying to prevent him from doing what he admits cost him the fight. Then how he threw them under the bus. So what I'm saying is, this is his true self. And what Jimmy, I concur 100%. That what he said about Kambosos, he goes, that he wanted to have coitus with his wife and that he was going to steal her from him. And he even threatened that he was going to DM her. And then the next day he goes, it was just a joke, bro. And I'm thinking, what's the joke, man? Listen, I like salty humor as much as the next person, but there was no joke there. That was a guy doing what he always does, which is on impulse. As soon as somebody criticizes him or he feels that he's being criticized, because again, he's that much of a self-conceited type of person, he'll just lash out at everybody. And I guess, or I suppose what happened was maybe he noticed his metrics, because he's one of those type of guys that he's always checking the comments and seeing how much people support him. He saw that a lot of people turned on him saying, "What the hell are you doing to George Kambosos?" So then he said, "I'm just joking, bro." But that even made more people lose respect for him because they said, "Oh, so he just says whatever he feels like in the situation." A liar, in other words. And that's the type of guy
Look,
he is. He will never
BDA, look, man. If he had lost that fight with Haney,
excuse me.
yeah,
He
sure,
will
bro.
never take the blame for anything. He will always divert it and try to project it onto other people because he's never at fault. And you know what? De La Hoya and Hopkins, I used to sort of feel for them when they were going through that little brouhaha with Ryan Garcia and the build-up to the Duarte fight. But now I think De La Hoya deserves it because De La Hoya is a bit of a scumbag too, that he will stick to whoever is with him as long as they serve a purpose. Ryan Garcia wins, and all of a sudden he's with him again. I'm telling you, Ryan Garcia is going to turn on De La Hoya as well again.
Of course,
anytime.
sometime soon. And I just kind of finish up too because there was a separate issue too. I just want to say, listen, because he's got that fucking little, he's got that little kid's, he's got the baby looks and the smile with his gap tooth, and he was an Olympian. He gets away with all this shit, right, Shakur? But if you really look at that fucking kid from saying sexually explicit shit, he's on Twitter fucking calling out people, saying you bunch of bitch ass, blah, blah, blah. I'll smoke anybody who steps up to me. It's like, dude, listen, I saw you fight in the street, dude. You punched a civilian who was with two chicks, and you punched him and jumped back like you didn't know what he was going to do. And then you waited for him to turn his back for you, fucking smacked him again. And then there was no slip up. He looked the girl dead in the face, and he punched her in the face. Right? And then you take that in the fucking fact that he's pulling a race card shit, what he did with Bob. My point is this, and then his whole fucking, you were powerful player. What do you think? And then him dropping his belt and running off in the crowd because his family's into it, getting into a fight. It's like, so, okay, we see where this is going. You know what I mean? But it's like, because Davis can't speak that well, it's like he gets the full thug fucking thing. But you really get down to it, man. In this past month, I have lost so much respect for Shakur Stevenson, the shit that come out of his mouth, how he's handled himself, how he's treated, getting highest paid of all guys at 135, guaranteed fight, and then to call Bob unsubstantiated claims to bring up. Fuck, Crawford said he's racist too. No, Crawford sued him and then dropped the fucking lawsuit because he knew he would have had to eat all those lawyer fees because it would have been thrown out as a frivolous, ridiculous case. And I just if you look at the totality of things, man, that fucking dude is not a good kid. He really isn't. He's kind of a fucking punk. And I'm really starting to.
When we talking about Ryan instead of Shakur?
Shakur.
Shakur.
Oh, you're talking about Shakur. Oh, because I thought you were talking about De La Hoya. BDA was talking about De La Hoya and Ryan talking about fucking Kambosos' wife or some shit like that.
We're talking about all of them. They're all scumbags. How's that, Gypsy?
I know they're all scumbags. Shakur, you should never have respect for Shakur. I'm surprised you even had any kind of respect for Shakur.
There's this thing too with there's this thing going on between Haney and Ryan Garcia fans, and some people are picking sides. I think they're all. I think Haney's not that bad, but he's been getting progressively worse himself, and then his father, of course, is a big problem. But Ryan Garcia too is a problem. Shakur Stevens is a problem. And Jimmy, remember when you mentioned that people forget about that mini riot that his mother started after the Oscar Valdez fight? And remember when they arrested the sister or the security or police officer? I believe they held her. I think they detained her or they arrested her. And Shakur Stevenson goes, "What about them?" He points to a group of people who were involved in the scuffle. So I get always with the what about this. So what about them? It's like, okay, so are you denying or are you accepting that your sister was involved? It's always, he's one of those guys that, again, like Ryan Garcia, he will not accept the blame. He crapped the bet twice, once against Nakatila and the other against, what's his name? De Los Santos. And this guy still feels entitled to $3 million and that people should be sucking his dick and getting on their knees and worshiping him as his next Terence Crawford. It's insane. It is absolutely insane, the entitlement that these young fighters have. The only one that really looks sane right now is a guy like Jaron Ennis. I've never heard him say, "Hey, I deserve this." Or, he turned down the Crawford fight, but hey, listen, it's not that big a deal compared to some of the character flaws that these guys are exhibiting.
Yep, no, 100%, Mr. BDA. Good tag, absolutely. And I agree 100%. I just want to put that
BDA,
out there.
I was going to say, you're talking about...
gets away with too much.
Sorry, Jimmy, I kind of interrupted you.
Oh, no,
I was going to say,
I'm done.
With Haney and Ryan, right? If Haney had won, I think Ryan would have ended himself based on how he was talking. This is my I was like, I told my friend too at my workplace, I'm like, dude, if that guy loses, he's gonna kill himself, man.
I don't
Because
think
all the
so.
shit that he's saying, if he had lost, he's lucky that he actually won. If he had lost, he would have ended himself. That's how bad it was. I see the mentality, and like I'm going like, this guy is only going one place. You know, short lifespan.
Well, we don't
boom,
know. I mean,
kill himself.
yeah, maybe. In the
But
chat,
it looks like Haney now is the one that's going to end himself at this point. But it went the other way around. But
I mean, what does that tell you about the state of boxing these days? They take a loss and they lose their minds. I mean, I don't know. By the way, John Fury in the chat says, I lost a fight to a 4-year-old earlier. Giddy up, my boy. All right. John Fury getting into fights. By the way, John Fury, man, that's pretty pathetic, man. Like, his behavior. I know you guys talked
bro,
about
that guy that he fought, that he headbutted is not actually a child. He has kids. He has a wife.
Yeah, people say he's a 14-year-old kid. I'm like, what the fuck? That's
yeah, they talk to him, and he's like, I'm like, my kid, my wife will see this and this, all that shit. And, no, it's not like that.
Yeah, but still, I mean,
confident people don't move like that.
Come on, listen, Jimmy. This is the craziness of Mr. John Fury. He did this shit with Tommy Fury's press conference with that YouTube fight. He did this shit. And a lot of, bro, this is he has to do one antic. And I guarantee you he's going to do on tomorrow's press conference. They have to calm his ass down, tell him, a little bit, chill. Just a little bit.
No, I don't think they're going to. I would be, you know what? Maybe they won't even allow him on stage for the weigh-in because
they shouldn't.
No, he should be arrested. To be honest, I mean that's assault.
He does it every time. He did it for the Fury weigh-in. He did it when he did it for the Ngannou weigh-in and the final press conference face-off. He did it there as well. He did it when his other son, when he was fighting Jake Paul or whatever, he was doing that shit too, taking his shirt off, screaming like a maniac. I think this guy has got CTE. Or whatever the reason is, he's got a short fuse. He can't control himself. He's an impulsively violent person, and he shouldn't be in there, man. Anywhere near.
He went in jail. He went in jail by putting a broken glass in someone's face. He went to prison.
No,
putting broken glass into someone's face.
Gypsy, you don't understand.
So
he's a warrior. That's what he said. I'm a warrior.
He's crazy. Like
we are a warrior.
I mean, you got to be crazy to be a warrior. But like he's like, I think he's, you know what it is? It's like he's trying to live the life that he thought he could have had, but through his sons. You know, like through his son. That's what he's doing. And but it's coming on like a fool. We're
overthinking this. We're overthinking this. This guy's just fucking mental. Not sporting this shit. But whatever.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Let's end the show. All right. We're going to have another show on Friday, so stay tuned for that. All right?
Thanks for having me, Bucho. Hope you guys have a good one.
Thanks for being on the show.
Bucho, make a prediction before you leave. I want to know your prediction.
He's gone. He already gave us his prediction.
No, you.
Ah, shit.
That's right. That's all I want to hear it.
I'll give it on Friday. I'll give it on Friday.
Ah, come on.
No,
I know when you pick a fight like this, bro, you're a dead on, bro. Like you sometimes come out.
When I go to sleep tonight, I'm gonna probably have more visions. It's not complete.
Oh, you're gonna go like one of those guys, huh? You're gonna do that.
It's not
I had a vision vividly.
I'm gonna be hosting. Actually, I'm going out for drinks on Friday, so that's gonna help with my visions, right, for the future. So I will give my prediction on Friday, guys. Stay tuned for Open Eyes Friday. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna have some drinks. We're gonna get ready for Saturday. All right, guys. Thank you for joining us. All right. All right. I keep saying all right. All right. All right. All right. All right.
All right. All right.
All right. I'm trying to hang up here. Jesus, guys on YouTube. We will see you on Friday. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the show. Hit that like, hit that like, hit that like. And make sure you show up for Friday because it's going to be one hell of a show. Open Lives Friday. Anybody can join. Everybody should join. See you next time. Take care.
Everybody get down, everybody get down. rock the party non-stop like this. Gonna rock the party non-stop like this. Gonna rock the party non-stop like this. Everybody get down, everybody get down. Rock the party non-stop like this. Gonna rock the party non-stop like this. Gonna rock the party non-stop like this. Everybody get down, everybody get down.